Yo, chat. What's up? Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Ray, I have an answer to your question. I don't know if you'll count it. Ruined. First visit. There's 4 moons. Boom. Done. Easy. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Hope you good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is. You hope you're having a wonderful day. It is lovely to see you all. Hi, guys. GG on first. Fan Glam. Hi, Manatee. Hi, Loof. Hi, the rookie girl. Hi, Remy. I don't count that. 4 moons. What the heck, man? No more sleep deprivation. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna have a reasonable bedtime tonight. Love to hear it. It's a multi-moon and a regular moon. That's 2. Okay, fine. I guess stage is just like a stage is loaded in, you know, which could be a whole kingdom, or it could be a sub area, or it could be a freaking, I don't know, like shop or something. I don't know, man. Just a stage. Stages, other means, and other scenarios. So it is like a kingdom of sorts, but it's like one specific scenario. Freaking moon outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. That, wait, above the Odyssey, rock. Oh, rabbit. No, rabbit, chest, spire. One of the game files. Oh, is it like Moon Cave? Could it be Moon Cave? Under Bowser statue. Ground pound. The one at the beginning. Crap, there's another one, right? Oh, the one behind the wall. Yeah, the one behind the wall. Cascade pre-piece? No, that is 5. Hence why min caps is possible to do without killing Brood. I think Moon Cave is 4. One of the snow rooms would have 3. No, because that's part of the because 12/7 they're all loaded in at the same time. Cascade also has a multi-moon, yeah. Moon Cave is 5. Crap! I was close. Moon Cave is 5. Yeah, it has the key one. I forgot about the key one. The cage. Okay. Wait, no, the cage is just for a wire. Wait, what's the 5th? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, darker today. What happened last time? Oh yeah, so 4 days ago I did Darker, I got a 320. 2 days ago I did Darker, I got a 312 plus a bunch of cool golds. We're pretty weirdly gaming. I think considering how many breaks and stuff I've taken and how infrequently I've streamed, I've kind of forgot about how easy 309 is, but it really is quite easy. It can just happen whenever. Maybe today, maybe the next time we stream, I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Yesterday we did some Valorant and Alt for a few hours. We made a few new friends, which is cool. Maybe we'll see them today. I don't know. I told them about the stream. And then I was out in the evening, which was nice. And then tomorrow I probably won't be live because I have my German class and I won't be home until 7, and then I'll need to eat. So I think Wednesdays will be a day off for me if I, you know, in general. And then Thursday, I'm pretty sure I'm doing a 2-player online Ocarina of Time randomizer with Pookie. By Pookie, I mean Nakni, my mod. So, pretty stacked. And then Friday, I don't know, Dark Road Deltarune. Saturday, not streaming. Sunday, GDQ. I'm hosting a GDQ run. So, commentating, I should say. I'm commentating a GDQ run. So... pretty stacked week coming up. Pookney. I like that. It's kind of cute. It's like Pookie. Pookney. Yeah. I'm really struggling with Ray's trivia. I feel like it's gonna be just like a freaking kingdom. I don't know. Like Brunchin' Lunchin' or something. Like something really obscure and dumb like that. You know? Or Morning Metro. Or Night Metro. No, that only has 3. That only has 3, right? Night Metro only has 3. It has Gerda Sandwich, Helipad, and the multi-moon! Night Metro! Cap? Cap has... What, like when you come back before beating the game, but after beating Cap? There's the Scarecrow. It's Captain Toad. Oh, maybe it's Cap. It could be Cap. It could be Cap, like scenario 2 or whatever the scenario is where you leave Cascade and then go to Cap, but you haven't beat the game yet. Night Metro is in a separate stage. Okay, but guess what, Ray? You literally said that this stage has more moons in a different scenario. So, like, hello? You're upset? You said that! Those were the words that came out of... The stage still has other moons in other scenarios. Your words. Also, the stage still has other moons in other scenarios. So, Metro, scenario 1. I won, and you're just mad. Like, you see the silence? Like, early mushroom? I feel like early mushroom just has all the moons there or something. Maybe it doesn't. Where did I say that? Dude, hold on. You said it. Hold on. Did you wait? Did you delete the message? Wait, am I going crazy? Where did it go? What? Oh no, you didn't delete it. I don't know. It was your. It was after 12:7 said, "What do we mean by stage?" I don't know. Manatee, I'm glad you've had a nice nap. That's awesome. I was talking about your answer for Ruin. Okay. Oh, the Ruin stage has other moons in other scenarios. Oh, so it's not like Cap Visit. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. Tricky question. I don't know. I'll keep thinking on it. Imagine if Ruin is a full kingdom. That's what people... I remember when the game came out, like, so many reviewers was like, dude, they had so much potential and they just made it a dumb, like, boss fight kingdom. Luncheon through the painting. Well, he's saying that it's not a case where it's, like, scenario-specific, 12/7. He's saying it's not like Luncheon, but in this one scenario and you go through the painting, the bruncheon scenario. He's saying in all possible scenarios of this stage, there are 4 moons. You know? Okay. Tricky, tricky. Dude, I feel so epic doing DSS to this music, I'm gonna be honest. What was this, Xenoblade? Yeah. Maybe one day I'll play the Xenoblade games. Who knows? Who knows? Today's a DSS day, I can feel it. It's going pretty well, right? Oops. I just can't do, I didn't say in all possible. So you complain? No! So my Night Metro answer is right! My Night Metro answer is right then. My Night Metro answer is right. You're like changing the rules because you can't accept the fact that there was an answer you didn't think of. Day Metro, or sorry, Metro, scenario 1. You know what? Your City World stage, scenario 1. Like, you want me to be specific about it? Maybe it's like Bound Bowl Arena 2. 2 multi, hidden cap. Bound Bowl 2. That's good. That's good. That's good. Dude, maybe it is a DSS day. What am I smoking? Oh my goodness. What the heck is going on? All right, let's get right into it, dude. No dilly-dallying. Let's get this Darker run on the way. Let's make this a good one, chat. We're going to compare to the run we did 2 days ago, the 312 for now. But potentially, if we get on PB pace, we'll whack that comparison over to PB/309. All right? Let's go. So it's the Bound Ball Arena Moonrock broken. If you didn't do Bound Bowl in your first snow visit. Yes. If you didn't do Bound Bowl in your first snow visit, come back after Mushroom, break the Moonrock, go into the Bound Bowl Arena. In before DSS. See, that does sometimes happen when I'm warming up. Like, DSS goes crazy good in warm-up, and then I start runs and it's awful, and vice versa. It is a Bound Bowl Arena, but not because of what you're thinking. Oh! The multi-moon isn't in there. When you win Bound Ball, it puts a copy of it into... Oh, I see what you mean. The multi-moon doesn't exist in that room. Like, you can collect two multi-moons, but they're not actually present in the room. It just kind of, like, spawns, like, just makes one appear that wasn't loaded in before. It's the dark side hint art. I forget about that hint art. I mean, again, I think you intentionally ask questions that aren't in the any percent or darker routes. So, you know, because they're just, like, not familiar to me. That's so sad. That was a really good cap. That was probably going to be a 217. Oh, well. What can you do? Dude, this Nintendo Music playlist has a picture of a sausage sitting in a dinghy. I'm not going to elaborate further, but I think that means that we have to use it. The top comment says, I was so locked in until Donkey Kong came on, and now I'm throwing it back. This has got to be a banging playlist. I love Paper Mario. Nice, yeah. I should play more of it. Would you pretty please look at my watch streak? 65! That's wait, we do have a few watch streaks today. Hold on. Wait, that's awesome. Walancio, Nakni, and Aloof! Thank you for the 65 streaks, you three. That's awesome. And Manatee is a 15 streak. Oh, Manatee, my goat. Thank you, guys. You're all very awesome people. I really, really appreciate it. It genuinely means a lot that you keep tuning in. It does. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. I think you could wait, hold on. Hold on. It is a DSS day. That was beautiful, dude. Oh! Never mind. Yo, Fanglam! Thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate it.
Holy Cheez-Its.
Holy Cheez-Its, Fanglam. Enjoy sub-badge emos and I'll be doing for the next one. Thank you for the continued support. Hell yeah. 14. What a legend. What a freaking legend. All right, Jake asked, I have a silly question. With the amount of experience you have with SMO speedrunning, do you think you could, A, beat a run inebriated, and B, if you can, get a reasonable time? I have there are two runs in my memory where I was really quite drunk, okay, when I did them. Number one was like not long after I started. I think it was after I turned 18. I was just like having a chill evening, you know, maybe had a bit more than I thought I had to drink, and thought I think it'd be really funny to do a no reset. And maybe, you know, as you do when you do an offline no reset in the game, I opened OBS and I started recording. I think at that time, my PB was a 103, I'm tempted to say. If it was like 2022, I probably had like a 103, okay? Maybe a 104, but somewhere around that, you know? Reasonably good PB. And so I opened OBS, I started recording, just a gameplay, nothing else. And as I was playing this run, I was thinking the whole time, like genuinely, I was thinking, wow, I'm doing pretty good. This is a pretty, maybe this could even PB. I'm glad I'm recording, okay? Really good run. I finished it. I was kind of like so just in the zone with this run that I wasn't really thinking about it. I finished it. I looked over at the timer, possibly for the first time in quite a while. I got to 119. Genuinely, like completely shocked at this fact, you know? Whatever, went to bed, didn't think much of it. I woke up again the next day, probably with a slight headache, I don't really know. And I was like, oh yeah, dude, what the hell happened in that run? And I went and I found the recording because I'd recorded it, right? And I went through and like you could just my movement was so sloppy. I was diving all over the place. My inputs were like really slow. I was missing tricks and stuff, or like missing jumps. Like about what you'd expect to see, but not bad enough to make it a 119, right? I was like, you know, this gameplay, like I'd guess I get like a 110 with this gameplay. Like where did the other 10 minutes of time loss come from? And then I got to luncheon. and I was in luncheon, and you know, Mario, he was moving up like towards the Salt Truck Moon or whatever, and then somewhere around there I just kind of stopped controlling the game, and just on this recording, Mario was just standing still for like many minutes, probably close to 10 minutes. And then he just kind of started moving again and finished up luncheon and finished up the run. And to this day, I don't really know what happened. I think I like went to the toilet or something and like didn't pause the timer. I don't know why I just stopped for 10 straight minutes. And then went and finished the run thinking that it was going to be really good. Maybe I stopped to like go to the toilet and I don't know, got like distracted or something. And I thought that I had paused the timer, and that's why I was surprised to see the timer at 119 when I was on. I just don't know. So that was the first time that I did it. I did an inebriated run. The second time was 2024 daylight savings, or was it 2025? You know, maybe it was last year. I don't know. It was either 2024 or 2025. It was 2024, yeah. 2024 daylight savings time. So I didn't do this year, but I had a tradition every year apart from this year where, hold on. Oh my gosh. Dude, come on. Is it my positioning? Maybe wait, I think I'm too far. I was too far right. I was way too far right. I knew it, man. Oh, and I messed up the camera nip. Anyway, I had a tradition where I like do a run on daylight savings time, like the night that it switches, but like in real time, okay? Oh wait, no, I did do the camera nip, right? Cool. And basically that means instead of like setting the clock to 0:53 and waiting for your offset and starting the run, you like wait until the you sync up your time to like the actual time and wait for it to hit 0:53 and then like wait for your offset and start your run, and then you have to hit DSDA, you know, like when daylight savings time actually happens. And this night, so I also separate tradition is I have this like Discord server with some of my friends, and maybe once a month or so, to this day we still do this, once a month or so we hang out for like a few hours and we just all drink, but like on Discord, and we play like drinking games and whatever, and like, you know, like admit like embarrassing stories about ourselves and stuff, you know, like the usual, like play Jackbox, whatever. And we get pretty drunk, and for whatever reason in 2024, our like hangout had happened to land on daylight savings time day. And I told them all, like, guys, I need to go and do my DST run after this. But you know, they still got me having a good time. Ended up drinking, I think, a whole bottle of wine and maybe 3 beers, which is like I was pretty drunk. That was also, I think that was the night where Jambo came to my door at 12:30 a.m. For a jar of pasta sauce, which was maybe one of the funniest things that ever happened to me. And then I did a run. I hit DSTA. I didn't miss my window, and I think I got like a 109. Yeah, I think it was a 109. But I think I did also go for 2DSS for like multiple minutes. So it maybe would have been like a 105. I think if I remember right, it was like 105 BPT into Moon and then like 3 minutes to 2DSS. So yeah, and that was when I already had a sub hour at least. So, you know, or like a 100 or something. That was pasta sauce nice. Yeah, pasta sauce night. Yeah. Hello, Effective and Zapatia. Welcome in, you two. And my day has been good, Effective. I haven't really done much. To be honest, it hasn't been that good a day. Or nor, dude, what is going on? Nor bad a day. I kind of have just sat here. Back to IP clip. I'm mad because I've been missing it a bunch in the last 2 Darker streams I've had, and I thought, like, was it my positioning? Because I feel like my timing is fine, and I just discovered now it's a positioning, so basically I've been losing time for like 3 days because I forgot what the setup was like. But the third kind of answer to your question, Jake, is go watch maybe any of mine and Jambo's 2-player world records between 2022 and 2024 or 2025. And we were drunk in that world. Pretty much anyone. We kind of stopped like towards like the 55 grind, but anything before that, we were at what you might consider, and we couldn't have driven a motor vehicle, you know, like, I guess not crazy drunk, you know, but you know, decently. So another answer to the first answer, yes, I can do it, and no, I can't do it well. The second answer, yes, I can do it, and yes, I can actually do it better than anyone in the entire world has ever done. But that is also mostly Jambo. Cappy's pretty easy, so. And Jambo generally plays a bit better after a few drinks because he has a lot of like nerves issues with runs and stuff. I mean, I'm sure you guys know anyone who's followed our 2P journey or followed us at GDQ. He has a pretty big problem with nerves. I don't so much. So I think what the heck was that? Yeah, he definitely plays a bit better after a few drinks. I think I just slowly play worse the more drinks I have. I think I peak at maybe sober or 1 beer is like my peak, and then it goes downhill. For him, his peak is like 3 or 4 beers, and then it goes downhill after that, you know? Yeah, I did see the song request, but I was a bit confused by it again, because I don't know what... I fear that it is also not a video game OST again, and you didn't give me a link. Imagine if you couldn't change your Switch clock. And do you see it was only possible in real life? Yeah, it would be banned, but... It would be really fun, because even if it was banned on the leaderboards, people would still try and get like PBs or world records with DSTA that they just couldn't submit, like unofficial ones. And like I do wonder if like any world record would actually be gotten, because like obviously it gives you a 10-second time save, but then you still have to play the world record level for the rest of the run with those nerves. And you wouldn't be sure if you should do something like DSS, you know? Because you know, if you wanted like a PB or a world record, if DSTA saves 10 and DSS loses 10, then not doing DSS to make sure that you hit your DSTA window would just make you break even, and it's just a normal run. So you kind of have to do it. I think DSS saves more actually than DSTA. I could be wrong though. It's all a bit weird with like the platform clip route and stuff. Picture of you curled up. Is there? Can you find that? Wait, no, I do remember. I think I do remember. Oh, it's vague. I remember I don't remember much from that night. I remember James asking for the pasta sauce. I remember like one of the Jackbox games we played. It was a Survive the Internet one. Centered in Britain. Dude, where was my shake input? Hold on. I'll show this on stream. Hold on, I just have to like get it on OBS. You guys aren't ready for this. Hopefully this doesn't like cover my whole screen when I do this. Wait. Dude, my mouse is so broken. Dude, that picture tells like a full story. That is a whole story. That's crazy. I think I was in like absolute despair. Oops. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You also went sober during the GDQ, right? I pretty much was. We had, I think James had a couple drinks. I had like one twisted tea, but that's, you know, that's not enough to really feel anything from for me. All right, decent sand. Shame about IP clip was like the only time loss there pretty much. So I've gone the trivia. Yes, we have. We have. I actually came up with a second solution that Ray didn't accept. Oh, was it an 803 moon? Okay, yeah, so it would have been like a 106 if I didn't go for TDSS, sure. That explains a lot. I wonder if I got it. I don't remember. I mean, 3 minutes is like a reasonable amount of time to hit DSS. 2DSS. Like these days, I probably can do it within like a minute or so. If I really, really want to. Like excluding deaths, I guess. Was it Dark Side Overworld? No. Is that another answer? I don't think it is. Oh no, multi-moons only count as one try. Multi-moons only count as one. I said like Ruin scenario 1. And that would also work if multi-moons counted for 3. I tried to do the try spin. Oops. Oh! That's crazy. You're super tall too, so being condensed so much there is genuinely impressive. Hold on, what do you mean being condensed? What are you talking about? Being, huh? Oh, you mean in the picture, like curled up like a fetus? Dude, that's how I sleep. Actually, I often have my legs stretched out. Well, the thing is my legs hang off of bed, like a normal size bed. And I've actually don't think I've ever slept in a bed which my legs wouldn't like hang off of. You're just gonna have to accept it. But it's 4, let's not kid ourselves. I mean, that's what I said. How tall are you? Oops. Six. Exclamation mark height. No, bot doesn't do it anymore. I think it's because it was a reply, and like technically a reply has like an at the beginning of the message. It's just that like the Twitch like overlay hides the at. Yeah. Dude, the stupid spin throw of doom and despair. Why am I so thirsty? What the heck? I need to go fill my water at some point. I was comparing to worst in that run too. That's crazy. And I was listening to Why Am I Playing With Time As It's Ticking Away? Which is a banger, natürlich. Oh, I forgot to turn on bongo cats. You have an English exam tomorrow. Can I count this as studying? You know what? I guess so. We're speaking English here. Dude, I'm so happy I learned about that ledge grab strat on the fence. It's so easy. Oh, what? Nein. Wir sprechen Deutsch jetzt. Tut mir leid. I still don't fully understand the backflip spew strat. I mean, it's really quite easy. No way. No way. Did I just gold again? Oh, not quite. That's crazy, though. That was a bad wooded. Dude, that would have beat my gold from before yesterday. Wir sprechen nur Deutsch? Ja, either works. Bum 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 bum. Gonna do run with your stream in the background. Good luck, Effective. You've got this. Aber Englisch. Nein. English ist cringe. Does anyone care to explain the different time tenses? Dude, I don't know. I only know past, present, and future, but I know there are so many more like tenses, like temporal tenses, like in English. There's like different types of like past and future and stuff, right? Yo, crazy start. I mean, yeah, I'm not comparing against my PB, but it's a pretty good run. If I didn't lose like 30 to IP clip, this would just genuinely be PB pace. Hello? Okay, I pressed camera turn, I think 3 times there. I don't know what happened. I must have forgotten the part where I unbound my R button on my controller, I guess. Like, hello? You speak to someone who is English as a second language and they start speaking all these random terms about English grammar you've never heard of. No, it's exactly that. I think it's the same the other way around as well. I'm like, Killian, is this accusative case? And he's like, dude, I don't freaking know. And he just ends up like saying the sentence with like 2 different cases and just like seeing which one sounds better like to hear. And he's like, oh, it's probably that one then. But he doesn't actually know why. Bum, bum, bum. You do learn theory stuff in German? Well, yeah, I mean, we learn some theory stuff. We do grammar until like year 6 or something, and then like as like a separate thing, and then they don't really do it. I got, I think, 100% in my year 6 English grammar SAT, which I was very happy with because it was really easy. It's just like, where does the comma go in this sentence? That sort of thing. Is this a metaphor or a simile? What is a hyperbole? Yes, I know it's not how you pronounce it. Teach you oh, clauses! Single clauses, subordinate clauses, the ones which are in the middle of a sentence. There's like the primary and the subordinate clause. You can have a compound. Oh, clauses! How could I forget? I loved clauses. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. We saved one. Let's freaking go. I'm pretty sure I died with Cloud on this run I'm comparing to, so. I think you might have to then. There's the Santa Claus, the most famous one of all. It was pretty new to the curriculum though, like grammar, when I did it. I had a couple of like kind of first time curriculum stuff going through school. I was like going through school when they like added computer science. I think I was in like year 6 or something when like computer science became an actual subject instead of like IT. Our school didn't have a comp sci teacher until the year that I started my GCSEs. They like hired one on, and that was the first year that they like. I think they did comp sci as a GCSE for a couple of years before that, but it was just done by like the IT business teachers who had no idea what they were doing. Absolutely no clue. I remember in year 9, we had our computer science lessons taken by an IT teacher, and they literally couldn't figure out how to get like a Python IDE to work. And I'm not kidding. They asked me to like take the class, kind of. I remember standing at the front, like at the board, like explaining how to like compile a Python script in year 9 because our IT teacher had no idea what she was doing. She was really sweet. I really liked that teacher. I had a, she was actually my form tutor in sixth form, and she's very, very nice, but completely clueless. And I guess after that, they were like, yeah, we should probably hire like an actual comp sci teacher, shouldn't we? And they did. And that's how I got that picture that I showed you guys on the other stream of me wearing the Pixel sunglasses with my comp sci teacher in year 10. Oops. Jake, I'm gonna throw you off a bridge. Sorry. No, I don't mean that, but Excel is not comp sci. Oh my gosh! Excel, like the Excel stuff is all part of IT. It's a very different subject. Jake LARP. What is? I've heard the term LARPing a lot recently, but I don't know what it means. Is it like a new thing? I know it's not. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, yeah, they do. I know. I mean, that's what old people say, don't they? Like, the stereotype is true that, like, you hear people joking about online where, like, you tell, like, an older person that you did, like, a degree in computer science, and then they're like, oh, well, I've been having trouble with my Google Chrome. I wonder if you could help me fix it. And it's like, okay, yes, I probably could, because I am just good with computers, but, like, they genuinely think that's, like, what you study on a comp sci degree. Like how to make your emails work and how to set up a new router. And it's like, I can do those things and I will help you with them, Grandma, but that's what we learn how they work. Like on the inside. Not how to create a new Gmail account. What? I don't know how old you are. 4.5 billion years. That would make sense as to why you're so slow. Yeah, 57 looking ass over here. 312 darker looking ass over here. I'm hikey tired. Why do you have a nap? That's allowed. My 57 is so slow. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Trying to start chapter 3. Chapter 3 of what? Oh. Wahoo! Yeah. Or, okay, how about this? How about this? You nap now, and then you wake up by the time I'm done streaming, and you can sit in call and play chapter 3 in call. Well, I run comp. Because I'm only 50 points away from gold. So maybe do one. It really would probably only take one dark run. Oh yeah, what was the update on that, Lynn? I want to throw a pillow on the SMO devs. That sounds like fun. Pillow fight? Hell yeah. I also want to throw a pillow on them. In a joyous and endearing manner. Lucky worst game ever. Oh, I couldn't agree much less. Oops. Zach, play Omegle. What is that? Thank you for the good luck, Cheese J. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Oh, nice. Good Y press. Okay, cool. Why June in particular try? What about like May or July? Why does it have to be June that they announce it in? The second you left the house, every curl left. Well, I guess that's just proof that like leaving them in for longer doesn't change anything. They always do June. Oh, fair enough. Because it's Pride Month. Ah. Maybe the next 3D Mario is going to be like a gay dating sim. Super Mario Bachelor or something. I don't know. You are hallucinating F8. Why are we talking about Apex? Why are we having an argument about Apex without me? Jake, I'm an Apex enjoyer. He's fake. Acne Loki LARPing. Is it that could, I don't know. Is LARPing like pretending to enjoy something that you don't actually care about? Or like pretending to be part of a fandom which you're not in? Okay. ZackInTheBox is generally the only person I've ever known to play Apex Legends. That's crazy. Apex Legends lifetime player base. Lifetime over 170 million, according to AI Overview. Like unique players. 170 million irrelevant people. I almost said irrelevant. Have you seen new Apex Legends gameplay? No, I haven't. I don't really keep up with the game anymore, to be totally fair. No! Oh my gosh! How do I not bonk? So professional LARPer, thank you for acknowledging us. That just... This term just sounds like something that, like, cringy fandoms came up with to, like, gatekeep their interests and stop new people being able to enjoy what they enjoy. Honestly, I think fandoms are some of the worst things to, like, happen on the internet. They're so, like, elitist and exclusive. It's like you can't like enjoy something if you're not like fully 100% invested into it with your soul, you know? There are some, okay, maybe you're right. What about the ZackInTheBox fandom? Well, maybe some fandoms are okay. Actually, no. I don't want you guys to make a fandom about me. I want anyone to be able to tune in to the community whenever they want for any duration of time they want, and everyone be just as welcoming to them. Too late. Do you guys have like a freaking subreddit about me or something? r/ZackInTheBox queer baiting. Honestly, I wouldn't be too shocked if that existed. It was just like full of clips of me saying slightly suspicious things. Scares me that MCR had an actual fandom. Like, I'm so glad SMO isn't like that. Yeah, I guess. It's probably just not big enough. It's just like a really big version community. No, it's like worse than a community. Well, I don't know. I would say it's like a niche of a community. Are you a Forza Horizon fan? No, I've never played a Forza game. Unforge. Hi, Yips. Hello. Being fast is... I'm actually going pretty fast right now. I mean, I'm only plus 20 on PB. I will make an Instagram page for you called Zach a Boy Saves Me. Okay, no. You guys are allowed to make fan pages. I've had some fire fan edits of me over the years, alright? Sometimes they just pop up on my TikTok. And I'm like, oh, that's me. Did try XCC stream today, Twitter page incoming. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of Kyle. There's someone who runs a Twitter page, which is how many days since Source 28 streamed. That has been going since Kyle quit streaming like a couple years ago. To this day, still goes. Yo, Float Owl, welcome in. Welcome. I hope your stream is really good, Float Owl. It's lovely to see you. Raid, welcome in. Hello. Oh, I barely hit that. Hoot hoot. Welcome in, Ava. Nice to see you. Hoot hoot. Hi. What are you up to today? Jaden runs it, yeah. I wasn't going to name names, but here we are. Avocado. Oh. Avocado. Free Shavakadu. That makes more sense, avocado. Your name is even avocado colored. Like, that's commitment. My name isn't box colored because that would be really ugly if my name was like cardboard brown. Miss PB by a minute. Oh, well, hey, I call it a success playing within a minute of your PB in a 3-hour run. 4-hour, I don't know what level you're at. Oh! I was really happy 2 days ago when I got a 312. And that's like, it was like 2.5 minutes off my PB. And I was like, hell yeah, 312. Boxes can be all colors. Well, so can avocados, I guess, if you have a tin of paint, but like, or food dye. Dude, oh my gosh. Hello, I'm alive. Hello, welcome back to England. 341. Oh, you're going for a 3x right now? When I first learned Darker in 2021, I had like a summer where 3x was my goal, and it took me like 3 months. It's a rough category to learn. But you'll get that. I believe in you. The scaffolding has really... Oh, what a reward to come back from holiday. That's awesome. Well, I hope you had a lovely time in Ireland. Hope you had lots of Guinness. Jump up and your cares will soar away. Don't fear or shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. Snow pair up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. I did not. Sorry, I did have a good time. I did not have any Guinness. Okay, that's fair. I have a guess. Estimate trivia. Rune Kingdom and a scenario before the moon rock is open. That was my guess, yep. So apparently multi-moons only count as one, according to this silly man. That was my first guess, and I still stand by it. Me and you. We're in this together. Hello, Cash JJ Marvel Collector on YouTube. Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, wait. What am I doing? That is not the movement. I'm no longer any percent brained. I forgot the any percent movement. I am sad to return to have returned to. I'm just gonna give up on that message. Maybe you order something. Sub area full moons, a stage, and it's not what I got a bit tripped up on is it's not that there are full moons available to collect, but it's more that there are four like there, kind of. I don't know. If McDonald's, W, let's go. Let's freaking go. Okay, kind of a rough metro, but we move on. At least I got Giggler, so we're gonna be saving some time later on. Oh, time for snow. I get so stressed out in snow. You have to do the stupid clip. You have to do the stupid race. Even the stupid, like, timer and bunny can be stupid sometimes. And then Seaside's good. And then stupid luncheon, which is, like, one of the hardest splits in the whole run. A stage is, like... whatever's like the level that is currently loaded into memory, you know, which right now is snow outside, you know, and now that unloads and boom, now it's Shivaria, and that's the current stage is loaded in. So like sub areas are also stages in that case. Good luck, my second favorite British estimate. You know, I'll take it. You know, it's close competition. There are some great British people out there. Have you been waiting for me for Deltarune? Kind of. I'm also just enjoying Darker. I'm playing well recently, so, but a little bit of both. I did kind of want to mix up streams a bit. I know when I started Deltarune, that's all I did, but. I kind of like the idea of just kind of doing different things a lot. So yeah, on Thursday, I think I'm doing that Ocarina of Time randomizer. Bruh. Oh, I don't think that works. No. Cringe. I was maybe like 1 or 2 frames too early with the cap there. Dude, what am I... I've never... It's okay. Just do the race. All right, everybody. You can get signs of Bambol if you want to. Oh, is it Bambol? Good job, try. You get signs of Bambol if you want to. A good time for me is somewhere around 54 seconds. I think my PB is like a high 53. But the last 2 times I have made like significant mistakes and gotten like 57 to 58. So keep that in mind. But I'll try my best not to do that again. Best of luck, everyone. If you win, you gotta give sub 5 to yourself. Or someone if you're choosing, if you're already subbed. And if you like, I won't call your name. You know the drill! Oh, what? That's so... No! Oh, this is... Oh my gosh. Oh my... Genuinely, is there any good way to get down there? Or is it just cringe every time? I think the latter. So, Viper, I'm gonna get sub-minute, like, whatever. Bella, thank you for the 5 streak. Let's go, Bella. Let's freaking go. Appreciate it. Okay. You see my problem? Why did they have to make like the most like annoying music ever for these mini games, which like you gotta grind, you know? Like KFR is so horrible to grind like in vanilla Odyssey because of this crap. Okay, because this horrible music. Well, I messed up again. I'm really consistently bad at this race lately. For a while I was pretty consistent, but like, oh my gosh, another 57. Are you drunk? No, I just got stuck on a ledge. It's annoying. Sorry, chat. Oosh. Closest guess, Loci genuinely, it might have been Nakne's 5812. Does Zach have the worst musical taste of all time? Are you saying you enjoy? It's like, it's fun, but not when you're listening to it for hours and hours and hours on end, like grinding KFR, you know? Yo, Bacon guy, I appreciate the raid, Bacon. How you doing today? What were you up to? Hope your stream went well. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the good luck. I'm Zach. I'm doing a Darkest Eye speedrun, trying to get a sub 310 today. Moin. Hi, Neil. Thank you for the good luck. Willkommen. Oh! Made it. I thought I was gonna win. You had a chance. If I made like one more mistake, then you may have. Don't act like you've ever grinded KFR. You don't know, Bella. In like 2024, I had a period where I was trying to get top 500 in every KFR. Which like isn't hard, but it was like a thing to do on stream. Like I'd do like 3 or 4 hours of any percent, and then I would just like get top 500 in a kingdom in KFR, which would take like 20 minutes, half an hour. And I got like a good halfway through it until I realized I actually couldn't care much less. Oh wow, what a terrible snow. Really? Where did I lose that time? There was like, I made the mistake like trying to talk to the guy to start the race. The race was a little slow, but like they're really like, hello? 20 seconds off gold? 306 BPT though, baby. Oh man, I don't understand that. That genuinely doesn't make much sense to me. Oh well. Alright, goodbye, Lixius and Lynn. It's better than the festival music. That is maybe one of the worst opinions I've ever heard in my life. I Mog You and Mushroom. Mushroom wasn't one that I did. I did Cap. I did Cascade. I did... I think I did Wooded. I'm not sure about Lake. Maybe I did Lake. I did Lost. I did Metro. I did Lunch. I did Snow. I did Seaside. I guess I did most of them. I did Bowser's. Okay, I did a good few. Oh. Very, very long time since I missed that. Okay, I tried to jump a little bit late to that. Hopefully I make it to this guy. Oh yeah, that's been the issue. I've been jumping too early. Do I work from home tomorrow because I'm tired? I'm on my period. I need a shower and food shop, or do I go into the office because the roof will be at my window is working on? Will they be at your office window? I also Mog You in Lake. Maybe I didn't do Lake then. I'm not sure if I did Lake in that case. I don't remember doing Lake, so maybe I didn't. Anyway, I mog you in any percent, bro. Like, get working. Hello? Potentially. Also, you may be drilling all day. I think you go out. I think the tiredness is kind of irrelevant. I honestly sometimes prefer like going out somewhere when I'm tired. Food's annoying, but like you don't have to do your food shop. You can just get like a meal deal or whatever. I don't know. Ready meal. I think you'll hate being at home with the window man there. Or the roofer man, rather. I need to have an official exit. Screw you and bad luck. That's just mean, man. What's your favorite meal deal? I don't really get them that often. I don't know. They sometimes do that hoisin duck wrap that's pretty good. But I couldn't really tell you. I don't live near a Tesco, so I don't have much of an opinion. I've never lived near a Tesco. Korean chicken sushi rolls. That sounds good. Boots, you get the pesto pasta. What the heck? That was crazy. Tesco meal deal over Sainsbury's. I don't think I've... No, I have had Sainsbury's. There's a Sainsbury's in the York train station. Oh, I was meant to collect the moon with the Gushin. I'm stupid. I was like, why am I so low on water? But yeah, you're meant to refill with the moon there. That was silly of me. You just making up messages? Nope. K-Man, you said I need a message. Screw you and bad luck. Official K-Man exit message. No, I don't mind the Sainsbury's ones. Work you speak by Sainsbury's, so I there's more often. Alexius. What? Bum, ba, dum, bum. I can see the message on my screen right now. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 ba, dum, 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 dum. The gaslight. Okay, all right, buddy. Are you drunk? You know, maybe I am. Maybe I am drunk. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Bum, ba, dum, bum. Ba, dun, 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 dun. Bye, K-Man. No more gaslighting. We don't gaslight here. Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep. Does he go in like a random direction when, you know how he moves like halfway through hitting him there? I feel like it's completely random where he goes. I should get used to ground pounding on him when he's clipped through the floor. I'm just like too scared to do it in case I miss. I do. No, Neil's allowed to gaslight. That's fine. He's given permission. He has like trauma or whatever. I don't really know. Got to do my streaks chat. I need to stop sending them to Ray. He never sends any back. We don't have a streak going. He freaking hates me. Okay, so why am I out of focus now? Everyone knows trauma is a free pass to Gaslight. W. Hey. So if you trauma, can you gaslight? Is that the qualifier? Yeah, sure. Muted for a while and you were still on wooded. I just had a really hard time in wooded, Banjo. I kept falling into deep woods. Today I was in a fancy cathedral in Dublin, and in the gift shop they were playing a calm piano version of Say So. What, by Doja Cat? In a cathedral? Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that either. I mean, what is the song actually about? I don't imagine that Doja Cat is particularly spiritual lyricism, though. You never have anything worth snapping? That's not... Dude, that is not the point in streaks. Dude, this guy doesn't get it. 90% of my daily streaks are just like freaking a picture of my PC monitor or something. Or a nice tree that I saw. W health refill. It's a big number. Nakni has never sent me an interesting streak in his life. He always sends me like a picture of his smoke detector. I'm not even kidding. What's your highest streak? 562. There you go. Look at that streak, Ray. That's a cool streak. You've got me on one monitor. You've got your modding on the other. Look at you go. I have big number on Duolingo. But it's about the big power. It's about the big number of friendship. Oh! You have to be really careful throwing Cappy and homing into the Panbro there, because if Cappy's a bit too low or just at the wrong angle, instead of the Panbro, he can home in on the question block under the Panbro, which kills it. So you do have to be careful with that. Fun facts with Zach. The smoke detector in the internet modem, yep. 950-day streak with my friend. Go to fail it on 999. That's evil. That's evil. Get out of here, stupid Spiny. That was awesome. $1,700? Damn. That friend's a real one. Okay. I didn't buffer my shake. Didn't buffer like my dash after the jump. That's my bad. There you go. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum. Well, we're gonna be losing. Well, to be fair, on this comparison, we won't be losing that much because this comparison got a pretty crappy luncheon anyway. But on like gold / PB, this is gonna suck. Oh yeah, this luncheon I'm comparing to now died on this moon coming up, I think. Or was that the run before? I think that was the last run. Yeah, I think I spin drilled off the edge there. It's the song. Yeah, you know this song now. Died twice? Where was the second death? You might be right. Oh, I died like getting over to the Panbro. But surely then I would have lost more than 30 to Sob. I don't know. Yeah, this is Song of Storms. Maybe each of those dashes lost 15 each and then they played good otherwise. I don't know. All my gold sucks, but I only have 2 streaks. Well. I'm always accepting of snaps or DMs. Retaining memory. Oh, frick you, man. I was spinning like my life depended on it. Breath of the Wild! Do you want to become a receiver of my 3 AM gym snaps? I would love to, yeah. Please. Oh, what? There's a gap in collision there? Like, it makes sense, I guess, but I never even considered that you could, like... Because you can't, like, fall down there. You can't fall down between the platform and the peg. But I guess you can bonk on the platform. That's crazy. I haven't heard the song in a while. It's so good. Is this one not in Tears of the Kingdom? Did they change it? Also, hope you're doing well, Amari. Welcome in today. I threw Cappy by accident. Oh, and that rock stays despawned? No! That's really bad. We lost a lot of time to that. I actually, like, kind of despise this moon. It's genuinely one of the worst in the game, I think. But I haven't messed up on it in quite a while. At what point do you get back? I mean, you'd also need a backup capture. It's kind of a double whammy. You need to capture the letter in Metro as well. Oops. Oh my gosh. You meant to do 2 shakes before the one into the pot, of course. Scan to be verified so I can take a screenshot of my place on SRC. Nice. I've been there and I've done that. I mean, not with Skylanders, but you know what I mean. Doing this against the rules to just pause the timer now and resume it after this fight. That'd be nice. They copied Feast Slayer from DKB in this game. Can you believe them? So unoriginal. Hashtag DKB forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6! Use more competitions is actually impressive. My world record is like your darkest side world record. Hey, at least you remember my darkest side world record. So many people have brushed that one under the rug. My Darker and my All Moons records. They were legit and real, okay? Number 1. This is my least favorite boss. Preach. Yeah, this boss sucks. You had a Dark World record and All Moons. I did. I think the Darker was a 317, but it was world record. And Nakni was 2nd place, yeah. Good time. Yeah, Nakni. I'm glad. I like that you just have that, like, to hand, that screenshot. That's awesome. Oh yeah, a minute behind PB. He did the first run on Switch too. I don't even know if it was before or after Nakni's, but yeah. Back in the old separated leaderboards days. That was a strange time indeed. Switch 2's cropped out. Let's go. He also should have cropped out, like, where you can see the leaderboard ending. you know? So it looked like there were more people below us. They're merged now. They've been merged for like, probably like 6 months or more. They've merged for a long time. I mean, when this Switch 2 originally came out, and there were discussions and votes about it, the consensus was that they would separate the boards for a duration of time and then merge them in the future. Once like people had kind of stopped submitting new runs on Switch 1, pretty much. You know, once like majority of the runs being submitted with Switch 2, they merge them back again. Just give people a chance to like buy them and whatever, save up some money. And they did that. Where am I going, bro? Makes sense, yeah. It was definitely the best. I think that was probably the best way to do it. But it did lead to... Yeah, when they were getting ready to remerge them, it led to this like whole massive like drama, as rule votes always do in speedruns. And like a lot of people in drama is like, you know, like I don't want to remerge them or like whatever, but it was like we had taken a vote and decided by a majority that we were going to remerge them at some point. The thing we hadn't decided was exactly when, but like loads of people were calling for it like not to happen at all. And we're like, well, we already chose that. And then it was just kind of a case of like, well, it's gonna happen at some point. Who, like, if it's now or 6 months in the future, like literally what difference does it make? Let's just do it now. So we did it a bit earlier than we were going to. Folks got big issues at an appropriate time, unlike another game. Preach! They like had the stats and stuff. Valencio, I don't remember what they were, but like when that poll was taken, they like they sent, you know, like all of the statistics about submitted runs and stuff. It's on its third discussion about dive mash. Yeah, that's fair. You did like one DKB run? Yeah, but I was aware of everything going on. Yo, Combo, welcome in. Hello, hello. One of my proudest moments is still single-handedly winning the brakes debate in the Odyssey Discord and getting my brake system put into the SRC rules. I'll never stop gloating about that. Every time someone's like, wait, how do the brakes work in Odyssey runs? I'm like, well, wouldn't you like to know who came up with it? The hidden hero of SMO speedrunning. They don't write about me in the speedrun video essays, but I was there, working away, quelling the flames of rebellion. What? That's crazy. Like, how did it not kill him? We should just ban it ASAP. Yeah. I mean, I was on the side of don't ban it. Kind of. I also didn't really care. But then, like, you know, like, seeing kind of just absolutely everybody leave the game and it completely die in the span of like 2 weeks because of it does make you go, okay, yeah, fair enough, we should ban it. You know, like the results show themselves. You know. Yeah, DKB. You made SMO break rules? Pretty much. It's like there was a whole like crazy debate about breaks going on. You know how it goes. People getting really heated, accusing everyone of being ableist and whatever. And then I come in, drop like a banger, like, wall of text. Everyone fire reacts it, and like the discussion ends almost immediately. And in that wall of text, I suggested, dude, oh my gosh! I suggested the current break system, and they pretty much used it. I think they changed a couple of the numbers, but... Yeah, Neil's kind of the GOAT. Try ban Neil. Buddy! What did I say about my mods only using timeouts for joke bans? Because banned people can't even see the stream. it just goes onto a black screen when they get banned. The turbo incident. Dude, that was yonks ago as well, wasn't it? The turbo discussions. Or did it get revived recently? I could see it. Oh, maybe I changed that back again, actually. I might have changed that back. Joke ban me. Yeah, but you deserve it. That wasn't a joke. That was just a genuine ban. I genuinely didn't want you in community anymore, and then changed my mind 10 seconds later and realized I did want you in my community. And here we are. Dude, I pressed roll. But now chat isn't updating. Look what you did, try. Crap, dude. Have you done your daily duel? I haven't done Duolingo in like many months. Probably like 8 months. I don't know. Maybe not that long. It's always worth it to push a speed game to its limits, but that was also the worst thing you could have ever done. Yeah, but the thing is, Cheese J, is part of the problem with that discussion was that it just opens up. It's like, okay, you can use turbo for jump farming in or moons because that can cause injuries or whatever because you have to like mash pretty fast. But then it's like, well, if you want like competitive any percent times, you also need to mash faster in cutscenes. So like, sure, why can we use turbo here and not turbo there? And then, well, in this case, like, you know, and then it's like, oh, well, friggin' I mash like buffer my cap throw input after getting hit off the mech. Can I just use turbo to get first frame cap throw inputs everywhere? Or like use turbo to get like frame throws on the, like, it just is just a can of worms. And if you just don't allow turbo anywhere, it keeps it sealed. Both those can be different. Yeah, and that's the problem with these discussions. You know? Freaking spinning a stick around can cause you injuries to your thumb if you know, do too many spin pounds everywhere and whatever. So should we allow macros that do spin pounds for you? Dropped a banger snap. If it's your smoke alarm or internet modem, I'm unfriending you. Oh! Wait, that is a banger snap. Wait, that's sick. Oh my gosh. What? Well, crap, guys. Oops. 2 deaths in Bowser's isn't super easy to back up. I gotta be honest. I'm thinking about a reset, but I don't think that I'm de-rusted enough to call for a reset yet. I don't know. I think I could PB today, but I also think that I should still just, wow, finish runs. Yeah, right, I did run it for a bit. I've never done that in my life. That was so cool. I'm so mad that I messed up afterwards. That was so cool. Did anyone see that? That was sick as hell. It caught me so off guard. Hey, I said that I play Guess Yes Mo Run every day until it was me, and I didn't play it every day, but it was me at like a couple weeks ago, and I haven't played it since, so. I saw that. Only I did. It's just a little special moment. I love rhubarb. You get my work. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do find it quite boring. Because 90% of the time, I just like, I don't freaking know. And it's just like a random runner that I haven't heard of, and it's like, okay. And I know that if I did it more, I could learn. Foregoing in Dharma side, you but moon or not? Wow. That's quite the question. Just, can anyone translate what that question is possibly asking? What? Reset time. But if I reset darker, okay, math, I really, the word darker wasn't the part that was throwing me off in that sentence. I figured that Dharma was meant to say darker. It's kind of the rest of it that I'm confused on. Oh man, this is so sad. This was a good run. Pretty much exactly 1 minute 30 of time loss on gold. What are you gonna say about resets? It's 9 p.m. is what I was gonna say. I won't be done until after midnight. And I know that's not too bad, but I know I'm gonna get to like Bowser's 2 or something and look at the timer, and it's gonna be like 10:30 or something, or 11 p.m. and I'm gonna look at the timer and gonna be like, there's still so much of this run left. What am I doing here? Like, I think the best thing to do here is finish this out. And we can very much still get a sub 312, you know, if that's our goal. I think that's the best thing to do. I don't think if I reset, I'm gonna like get a better run. I think I need to do more practice, more golds, you know. Dude, I got like a negative vector there. Stop dock. Yeah, should we just do a spontaneous DKB run? It'll take me like over 2 hours probably. I doubt I remember how to do like snakeless or anything. When was the last time you even opened it? I don't know. Not this year. Dude. Oh my gosh. What? These? No. Where were my jump inputs? That's crazy. Do a 2P run with me? Okay, but I get to play as Donkey Kong. I mean, hey, I am the world's best Cappy player. Who's to say I wouldn't be the world's best Pauline player, too? Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. I just want to fill the 2B board with me, just you and various different people. How does it feel that you're going to get beat out by a pair of feet soon? So I saw Jambo yesterday, right? And we had a little bit of a plan, you know, about when Gorg inevitably bops us. And this plan kind of counted on Gorg doing the bopping in April or May, which he was kind of on track to do. But he hasn't done a single 2-player stream in like 3 weeks. And we're getting a bit worried. Because if he's just given up, our plan is kind of completely down the drain. Like, we really want him to bop us. We genuinely do. I want Gorg to have the world record, to get the world record. For the most part, because he deserves it. But he's just not playing. So, oh well, I guess. What's his plan? Well, I guess you're never even gonna find out. Because our 54-53 is just gonna be a world record for another 3 years or something. I don't know. You know, it's like the poopiest run ever. No, it wasn't. It was like the poopiest second half ever. But we got like a 26 4x Metro exit or something, so. First half is pretty decent. Gonna find Logis and do 2P with him. Good idea. Go get that bag. Seriously. One million views. Maybe. Is 2P even faster in DKB? Yes? Oh, sick. Well. Theoretically. Oh, so it's like SMO until Jambo Knight came along, you know? Gotta mash even more. Yeah, but I'm good at mashing. What? I've never gotten stuck on a ceiling there before. I didn't even know there was a thing that could happen on that jump. stop. I need to stop. I need to stop. This is becoming a problem. This is becoming an actual problem, I think. So, about finishing this run. Who said anything about not finishing? Dude. Dude. To Grand Pooh Bear's Kids World Record. I could not believe that people were actually mad at that. I thought that was crazy. You cannot get mad at someone going for world record because of someone else who has that world record, you know, for whatever reason. That happened with Jambo and I once. I mean, I'm not going to name any names, but that was like this BTT segment that Jambo and I got. And after we got it, I got like a DM from someone, like really genuinely mad at me because we got that segment. And the reason that they were mad is because it was like their friend used to have that segment like before us. And it was their only segment that they had, and they'd had it for like a good couple of years. And this person had intentionally like not kind of gotten that segment from their friend because they wanted them to keep it. So that they knew that it was suboptimal, but they like didn't grind it so their friend could keep that seg. And we were like, I was like I guess I feel for your friend that now they've lost their only seg. Like I guess that's kind of sad, but also we beat it by like 1.5 seconds. Like I just didn't know what to say. I feel like that's a similar situation. It's like competition, it just exists, you know. And if you could do something competitive, and then you're gonna be sad that in that competitive thing you get beaten at some point, then maybe you shouldn't be doing the competitive thing in the first place. You know, maybe you have too much self-worth riding in that. And I don't think the person whose segment we beat was actually mad either, but I don't know. Yeah, Karis. That was a bit different, but yeah. And to be fair, I got more upset at that than I should, because again, it's a competitive thing, but that was like actually quite targeted, which I was quite miffed about, but yes, exactly. It wasn't malicious. Yeah. And we obviously weren't aware of that. But if we were, we still would have gotten that segment. I mean, it was like almost 2 seconds slow. Like, hello? You don't just not improve the game by 2 seconds. Oh! I only ever speedrun with malicious intent. We know. But it wasn't Lancia, that's just what people said online. Oh, dude. That was a pretty good tiles. I'm kind of annoyed that I messed up the seats, because I could have golded. I feel like I usually bonk at least somewhere on tiles. How many hours do you have? About 4,000. When Zach needs to be on the same level in this game, yes, there was a time, and you bought me, it'd be fuel to keep on grinding. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's why we're kind of miffed that Gorg is just kind of giving up 2p. I don't know, maybe he's not giving up and he's just taking a break, but yeah, we talked about it last night. We were like, dude, we were genuinely, and I mean this, looking forward to being bopped. We both agreed, like, we see Gorg go live and are like, okay, maybe today's the day, and like we follow the pace pings and stuff, and we're like waiting for it. You know, we've had the throne for too long. We freaking, like, I mean, I'm not saying we don't deserve it, but like, our world record is pretty much just Switch 2 came out. We did like 2 or 3 days of runs, got a kind of slightly decent world record, and then quit. Like, that doesn't deserve to stay on the boards for ages, you know? That deserves to get beaten by something like actually optimized. Bum bum bada bada bum. You guys deserve, yeah, but you know what I mean. Gorg deserves it more. We would deserve it more if we kept grinding and improving and trying to perfect it, sure. If we like kept grinding this whole year and got like a 54-25 that was like 30 off sob, then yes, okay. That would be a well-deserved record, and I would be mad if that got taken, but as it stands, not with what we've got right now. Why would Gorg deserve it more? Because he's put in a lot more time, and his run is a lot more optimized. Getting a 54 with hands and feet is... I mean, it's stupid to say that it's harder than getting it with 2 people. Obviously, that sounds silly, because, like, well, yeah, duh, you have to play with your feet. But it's also, like, sob-wise, it's harder. Because it's not just that it's harder because you have to coordinate hands and feet. It's also harder because there are fewer tricks available to him. You know, which means that he has to play even closer to sob than we do. We played like 50 off sob, 53 off sob. A sob is a 54 flat, you know. He'd have to play much closer to sob because there is just certain stuff that we can do that he can't. Like the faster toe dram setup, or... To be fair, late shards used to be one of those things, and he freaking went and learned how to do late shards with his feet, which is crazy. What's your favorite kingdom? I like Metro and Luncheon and Bowser's. I like all the really big ones, apart from Seaside. Seaside sucks butt. That one's really boring. Oops. That was a pretty good entry, actually, considering the mistakes. W Paper Mario music. Nakan, you haven't played Origami King, have you? Also, DJ, I don't know if I said hi, but hello, welcome in, if you're still here. I'm now listening to you like cross stitch. That sounds very chill. Hi, Peach! The pickle stitch. How did you come across the pickle cross stitch? Roughly what a sob is. I might be pulling this out of my ass. I feel like it's a 54-19, but I literally might be making that number up. That's just like what my brain is telling me. I don't know where it's coming from though. Irish version of Waterstones? I see. I had like 5 cross-stitch kits and 1 was pickles. Also, if you just watch Gorg's run, it's just way better. His movement is like he does so much more 2P stuff. Almost like literally every single moon is like unique 2P stuff in his run, whereas for us it's maybe a little over half of them. There's stuff like I don't know. I remember one thing I noticed, which is like so small, but this is why I picked up on it, was the first 2 moons in Wooded, the bunny and the rock. We just do that the 1P way. Because it, like, it's so simple. It's such simple movement. That's, you know. But Gorg, he has like 2P bounces in there. And it's like, we never even thought of doing that, you know? Maybe it doesn't save anything. Maybe it only saves a couple frames. But like, he does it, you know? He tries. He optimizes it more. So in that way, he's better than us. Bum bum bada badum. I love Origami King, it's so good. And we got a Paddington one, that's cute. Gives him great coordination, but his is still better. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. It is very, very tricky to compare, though. Because you might be able to say, like, yeah, well, obviously he's like... Dude, if I bonk one more time in this split, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's obviously easy to say, like, oh yeah, well, he's better, like, he's way more consistent, like, what he's doing is a lot more difficult. And even comparing to 1P, like, you know, it takes Tyrone, like, 10,000 hours of playtime to get his world record, and it took us, like, playtime-wise, probably less than 1,000, I don't know. And use that to say, like, oh, we're not actually that good. But you also can't underlook just the logistical aspects of it, having two separate people, you know? And only being able to play once a week. That is a limiter, you know, in the same way that Gorg having to play with his feet is a limiter. And I think a lot of the time I go like, you know what, our 2P stuff isn't actually that good. You know, like, if we played every single day, maybe we'd have a 53, who knows, you know? But it's like, well, that's just not feasible, and it never will be for, like, any 2P runners. Unless there happens to be, like, two people who live together or something who would be happy to do that. And not rip each other's heads off. Limiter? Yeah, we shouldn't limit women. Amen. Wait, no, that's a bad... I hardly know her. This is a bad implication. You're saying you only try to limit women that you're close to, Nakni? That's kind of weird. No, exactly. And that's why I mean, honestly, it's just impossible to compare at the end of the day. You just cannot compare it. But yeah, you can say like, oh, 2P BTT is a minute better than 1P BTT, so why isn't the world record? But it's just logistics. That's the reason. Logistics. And that will kind of never change. But yes, I do think that if there were some universe where it was possible to have two people grinding 2P at the same rate as like Tyrone grinds 1P or something, I do think that the 2P world record would be a minute ahead. I think it would be a 54-13 or better. .53 could be like in question, but that's just never going to happen. You can either have one person who grinds that much, in which case they're playing with their feet and it's impossible to play that good. Or you have two people and then it's impossible to play enough. Is 1P faster? No. But it's not far off. It's 20 seconds off. What's your real PB? Yeah, it's a 310. On my splits, I'm just comparing to like a run I did a few days ago because I'm like... It's easier to beat. There you go. Now my splits have my actual PB. But I'm just really far behind. What do I do? That's like genuinely the worst death you could possibly have. Genuinely the worst death you could like ever have in this kingdom. That sucks. Doing an FRS out having the checkpoint is much worse. Okay. True. Isn't speedrunning so weird? Can we talk about this for a sec? Because how is it? I know it's, you know, the answer is just mental. But isn't it crazy that I can be playing an almost perfect run, lose a minute in one kingdom, and then every single kingdom after that, without fail, has a bunch of mistakes in it. And I miss stuff like that doesn't have anything to do with anything. Like that, you know, I missed that cat bounce before, or I missed like that, the into dive out, the chain jump or whatever. And like, I probably wouldn't if I missed that pipe suck. Like it doesn't make any sense because none of those things are related in any way at all to the death that I had in Bowser's and missing TA in Bowser's. But I do believe they're a direct consequence of it, even though they don't have any meaningful relationship to any of that earlier time loss, if that makes sense. Isn't it weird that our brains work like that? You could write like a PhD thesis on this, you know? A psychology thesis. Like, why do our brains work like that? And I stand by it, Valencio. But I want to know why, you know? What is it in our brains that causes that phenomenon? Phenomenon. Boop-dee-dee-dee-doo. I wasn't trying to jump up there. I was trying to break the second block. It's really hard to just jump up like a one block gap. So I always open two, but I happened to just line up that one block gap when I tried to jump for the second. Same thing causes you to lock in? No, exactly, Valencio. That's what I mean. The green compounds into more green. You know, I was playing super well, and that made me keep playing super well. There was always a green in my splits, and I kept getting green in my splits. And then I got red, and now I keep getting red. Like, what did I possibly do wrong that first time? Mental. It is aloof. But we can say all these things, but it doesn't explain why. I think that one would have, you know? You're right, aloof. There is a certain... I get it, but I don't get it, you know? Hi, Peach. Adrenaline, maybe, but it still doesn't make... Like, why do I bonk on one long jump, which I would never usually bonk on? Yeah, exactly, Combo. You can improve your character through speedrunning, you know? That's why, like, runs like this, like, I kind of just want to give up and reset. But I think it's good for me as a human to just power through it and build up that resilience and lack of caring. For, like, things outside of speedrunning. Like, in my head, if I can play this right now, if I can play this game for another, what, like 1 hour 40 or something, despite, or 1 hour 30, however long it would be, despite everything my brain screaming at me to reset. If I can do that, then, like, I feel like that says a good thing about, like, my character. And it's a thing you can train, you know? I definitely wouldn't used to be able to do that, but you can train it. You can get better at that. If I can just go, oh, well, and have fun and try not let it get to me and try and play well for the rest, even if I know that it is impossible to get anything even close to a PB, despite anything in my power that I can possibly do. If I can keep going, I think that's pretty awesome. Maybe, do you think employers would see that? When I'm like, I'm a speedrunner in my job interview. Be like, wow, it's not just that. You should see my reset rates. Dude, if I ever am like a manager and I have to like hire new people, when we get someone come in who says that they've done speedrunning, I ask them their reset rate. And on their primary speed game. And that will tell me whether I should employ them or not. That's crazy. I'm impressed at how well you're able to complete bad runs compared to past Zack. Me too. I'm impressed with myself. There's this, what? Does this work? It does. That's crazy. $12 out of 5K. There are so many people like that, Manatee. That is insane, though. I mean, I know people who, like, their first finished run is, like, a 109 in any percent. You know? And these are also the same people who have, like, 220 caps and then, like, 750 luncheons or something. I guess part of it right now also in my head is like, well, if there's gonna be stuff that I mess up in the second half now, in like the post game, I'd rather do that in this run than do that in the next run, which could be on pace. Like maybe, you know, finishing this run also does improve my second halfness. What's wrong with the 750 luncheon? What's right with the 750 luncheon? At 109. Hi, Peach. Oh, get in the door. I'll open up my live split and get humbled real quick. Oh, your reset rate? Surely yours isn't too bad, combo. I think my any percent is like 400 out of 3,500 or so. I think it's like a little under 10%, maybe like 7 or 8% finish run rate. However, I think if you look like time-wise, it'll be like 2022/2023, 2% finish run rate. 2024 to 2026, 20% plus finish run rate. I had a real bad mindset stint when I was a bit younger, but getting older, getting wiser has definitely helped that. And I also think my mindset has just been shaped a lot by streaming, because I definitely do put streaming first, you know. I care more about you guys having a good time than my run being good, like quite significantly more. Which a lot of people don't share that opinion with their streams, which is okay. They're allowed, you know, you're allowed to have different priorities, obviously. But yeah, whereas a lot of runners would have reset this ages ago and just be grinding out attempts, I'm like, I know from experience that people enjoy watching that less. People will click off the stream, so I'm just not going to do that. I'd rather finish it out than have people watching and having a nice cozy evening. Good vibes, you know. I could like scream and rage and like sit in a grump because I made a mistake, but then people click off because it's not fun. It's fun to have a little bit of a silly rage, but you gotta let it go. Finish few runs of meat and your PB is significantly better. That's sick, Valencio. I'm not arguing. What I'm not arguing here is that low resets mean you like improve significantly faster. A lot of the time, if you really want to like drop your PB as fast as possible, very heavy resetting is the way to do it. That is just the best way to like quickly drop your PB. But the issues come from A, just like enjoyment. You know, you'll burn out very quick if you do that. B, if you do very heavy resets, you absolutely have to what's the word? Like fill in. There's a word for it that I'm trying to think of. But like you absolutely have to like fill in that gap that you've created by resetting with loads of practice outside of runs. Of the rest of the game. Otherwise, you just become early game Andy number 684 over here, doing DSS with a 104 PB, you know? Substitute, that's what. Yeah, you absolutely have to substitute your reset rate for really good practice regimes. And then also, like I said, you know, if you're a streamer, it's just gonna be terrible for your stream. That's the worst thing you can do for your stream, is become a reset Andy. Unless you're like in like a world record race or something, you know, then that's just not gonna help. And then, like I said, I also just think that it's good for your character. I think it really does say a lot about you as a person and can improve you as a person in everything day to day outside of speedruns. If in your speedruns you can endure and stay positive, I genuinely think it'll make you better in day-to-day life. You just get so mad at the game they're running. I was like constantly rage baited by their chat and they were like genuinely mad. It felt very toxic and not fun, yeah. That sort of stuff, it gets you like clicks on TikTok. But I don't think it actually builds a community. Hi Linus, thank you for the good luck, welcome in. Ba-dum-bum-bum. That was a crazy side warp. That's what I'm saying. I do feel like I've been scammed out of a couple of these mistakes. To some degree. Like, come on! I was standing on top of it, really? Jump! I'm pressing B, and he's just not jumping. He's just sitting and taking down. Huh? Wow. We're fine. Okay, but imagine. Imagine if I died to that moon and somebody was like, yo, Zach, what happened in Seaside 2? You got a pretty bad split. And I say, I died on the chest moon. Oh, man. That might be world's first. That might have been a clip. Yeah. And then I could scream and mold, and then chat could rage bait me and call me like fat or something. I don't know. Or bald. Or gay. Hello? $47 out of 1842. That's pretty bad combo. I wonder if like the run shows or could show like your reset rate over time. To be fair, you could just write a Python script to do that. There's a couple, I can't remember what they're called, but there's one or two Python libraries that are like made for parsing live split files and drawing data from them. What's that one that I used called? There's one that I used for my uni like dissertation. I don't remember what it was. Hi Retro. You didn't get notified? I feel like I don't know. I feel like viewership's been kind of low today. Maybe that was just a thing. Maybe Twitch just forgot to send out notifications. That's not even absolute pookie. You can never get rage baited. I try my best. I promise. Yeah, this is my first playthrough. That's true, man. Like, I got pretty lucky that I managed to guess the order of the chest second try. Turin is also live. Dude, that's been a low-key... Dude, love the guy. That's been a problem for my viewers. He's been streaming super late into the evening every single day. And it genuinely has been, like, impacting it. I've noticed that. Lucky I'm not, like, doing a partner grind or anything right now, so I don't really care, but... It's because Talkative is goated. Hop on. No. Oh, it's your dad's happy birthday, Ray's dad. Oh my gosh. No, he streams until like 9 or 10 p.m. every day now. You know, back during my original partner grind, I would like make sure to go live on days that he wasn't live. It does make a big impact, but whatever. I'm never getting partner anyway. Oh my gosh, how did I get hit by that? Bum, bum, bum. I feel like he usually narrates people in his follow list, Retro, but sometimes if like somebody recommends you, he'll do that. It's kind of like me. Like, I usually just raid whoever's in my follow list unless someone in chat is like, oh, you should raid this person. I'm like, okay. Not you interrupting another confession. Oh my gosh. Hey, the Ren, thank you for the 10 streak. And the Mario. I know this was like an hour ago if you're still here, but thank you for the 15 streak. I really appreciate you too. That's awesome. That's a big streak. I don't think I've ever gotten past like 4 on a watch streak on anyone. Hi there, Ren. I appreciate the good luck. You make the dark moon. I do. I make the moon so dark. Bum, 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 bum. High streak is 190. That's crazy. It'll be my channel one day. Your highest streak, I mean. Dude, I had a dream the other night where I got partner, and I woke up and it genuinely took me a few minutes to realize that I didn't actually have it, and I was like genuinely sad. I honestly think that the only thing that could do it now is like either I actually make YouTube videos or a new Mario game comes out. I feel like that could do it. But for that to do it, I would have to be on it day one. Like literally day one and keeping up and like being a competitor speedrun wise. I would have to. I would have to like pretty much forfeit my casual playthrough, which might be worth it. Might be worth it. But yeah, I have wondered, and I still don't really have an answer as to what happens, like, if/when the next 3D Mario comes out. Because, like, when the hell am I going to do a casual playthrough? Because with DKB, I took, like, a few weeks to play it casually, and then I was just so behind speedrun-wise, you know? But then there are people like Neil, Jake, whoever, who are, like, pulling crazy viewers. Like, absolutely crazy viewers. For their channel sizes, at least. Just because they were on it. They were on it. And then, like, YouTube as well. Hi, Peach. Like, when would I, like, how do you balance doing a casual playthrough, doing speedruns constantly, and, like, making YouTube videos about it that are, like, present and topical? Genuinely? Hire an editor? Okay, so be rich, pretty much. Money and you get what you want. Yep, that's how it works usually. And forfeit casual? Yeah. Or you do what some people, not naming names, do and pirate the game and play it casually before the game comes out. And then speedrun on the day that releases. Or what some people do, not naming names, is pirate it and speedrun it before it comes out. So then you have like a week-long head start over everyone. I would do it for you absolutely free. Absolutely not. I would never let somebody do something like that for free. I know how much time editing takes. I know how like mentally draining it is. Very mentally draining. Like I could never ask that. I mean, you know how like guilty I felt, and honestly, somewhat to this day, feel about everyone who did overnight shipping. I hate that you guys got nothing for that, you know? I really do, but there just would have been no way of like compensating you for that without like keeping track of like schedules of how long each person's been on, and then that would have just created problems with people like fighting over schedules so they could get their payout, you know? I've talked about it before, Combo. After the subathon ended, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, people ruined their sleep schedules. Like, they destroyed their actual physical health for overnight shipping so that I could get more money in my bank account. That's the only thing that they achieved. The only thing that the people who did overnight shipping achieved was making me money that they didn't see any of. Jambo and I saw that money. Okay. I can feel something coming. Oh, speak of the devil. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing? I thought it was the end of the fight. Thank you for the raid, Tyrone. We were just complaining about you. Hope you're doing well. We spin, we raid. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome in. This is like the shittiest darker run that you will see in quite a while, but we're having a good time. That's all that matters. I don't reset my runs, so we're finishing it out. Maybe getting some golds, and we just got 309 next time, right? Appreciate it. Good luck. Welcome in, everybody. You got me thinking about Talkatu, man. You got me thinking about it. Complain about Tyrone all you want. Oh, believe me, Aaron, I will. Zach, do it. Oh, but I need to like set up my... I don't have like an OBS overlay. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The most I've done setup-wise is I downloaded the zip file of the tool, and I didn't even do anything with it. It's like 5 minutes of... Oh, it's 5 minutes too many. Enjoy your food, Tyrone. Bum 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 bum. Tyrone left for food. He usually does. You reset when you fail DSS? Okay, yes, I reset on DSS. That's different. That's very different. In Darker, the latest I'll reset is Wooded. Maybe there was one time where I died in Festival and I reset there, and that's fine. But like, if I'm out of like Metro, we're in there. You know, we're in there for the long haul. Translator a mod? No, it's just like a PC. Oh my gosh! It's because I said the word any %, and I was like, I need to go that way. I need to go that way. No, it's just like a software. Failing DSS in the big 26. Dude, it's not like time passed and it suddenly became easy. Like, it's still a really damn hard trick. When are you going back to any %? I do have plans for 57. When? I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted about that. I mean, obviously I'm going to get a 309 in Darker first. But I have talked about how I don't want to end at a 309 in Darker. I want better than that, at least a 307, because A, I want the UK record in Darker, which is very easy. I think is Jambo's 308. It's like so incredibly beatable. But then maybe even better than that? I don't know. Like in theory with this route, I can get like a sub 305 at least, but that would require a lot of grinding. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I do need a 57, 90%. I honestly, realistically, could 56 and 90%, but also that would also be a lot of work. And I just don't know if I got the patience, I guess. Not even the patience, but just the motivation, or I mean, I have the time, but I might not have the time in the future if I get like, if I finally find a job. Do multi-moons count? Multi-moons count as 1 moon, see man. There are quite a few answers if we count multi-moons as 3 moons, but if we count them as 1 moon, then no. Oh yeah, Raiders, there's a little trivia question. We do this every stream. My mod Ray knows a hell of a lot about the game because he does a lot of modding for it. So every stream, at Pin in Chat, we always have an SMO trivia question. Ray, have you kept like a log of all of the previous trivia questions? If not, do make like a Google Doc or I don't know, something, and make like a command for it, because I think it'd be really cool to have them. Oops. Mooncave is 5 moons. Close though, Avy. Toxic command because it has ideas for future questions. Then you should make 2 docs. Or like make only 1 page visible or something. You know what, let's go for the... Come on. I was gonna say, I messed up the movement that I usually do to get that, so we could go for the moon clip, but... Whoa! Sorry, that was sketchy. That's a wall. The snow rooms have 3. However, fun fact is that all of the snow side rooms are loaded in with Shivaria. So they don't even count as separate stages. That is all loaded in together. So all the Shivaria moons and all, I guess, 12 of the snow like room moons are all loaded in on the same stage. Mooncave is a stage, yeah. Hell yeah, sheep calm. If Cappy still says there's stuff to do in there. No, because it doesn't say sub-area. It just says stage. Which is just any, like, scene in the game that can be loaded in. Hi, Cozy Ann. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well. We're having a cozy time. Chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cozy are we feeling right now? I think I'm a solid... 7.2. A scene is something else. Oh, okay. 10. Oh, 10. Oh, nice. Karis with the stream plus cross stitch strats. That's pretty cozy. Doing cross stitch under a blanket. How the hell can you see what you're doing? Is like your whole head under the blanket? like a child trying to sneakily play on his DS after bedtime. I don't understand the setup here. Oh gosh. You're up for a 10 out of 10 cozy time. 9.5, 6 points. Okay, I'm gonna say that that one wasn't genuine. Only my body is under. Like your legs. It's over your legs, you mean? Thinking about shopping. Wait. You're thinking about stopping to go to bed to go to work? Well, that's not very cozy, is it? Am I getting caught on the wall here? Barely not. Wrapped in a fleecy blanket and a hot water bottle. Oh, nice. Karis, you know what you should do to increase your cozy vibes like tenfold that you have yet to do since your new house? Job in the big 26. I'm gonna have a job in the big 26. Trust me, guys. Tell me. Make a cup of tea. Like fruit tea. With your, like, fancy tea leaves. Your little strainer. Cozy vibes can always increase. Wait. Cozy vibes can always increase! Oh. Don't sound so disappointed. Bruh. Whenever I want to have a cozy evening, I make an apple and cinnamon tea with honey, and it's so good. I think I miss. Oh, frames. Crap, man. Wind Waker tea choice. Let's go. I could go no honey. It depends. These apple cinnamon ones are from Aldi and they're not very... Don't activate a second! Oh my gosh! Okay, I guess I don't know how to do that without like going over the top. Whatever. Yeah, the apple and cinnamon tea bags from Aldi aren't like good enough for no honey. However, I still dream of... honestly, my friend Killian, who lives in Germany, his family had these, like, I got cinnamon something. Maybe they were apple cinnamon or whatever, tea bags. That were, like, so, like the tastiest things I think I've ever had in my life. You didn't need anything with it. And it was so good. I was asking him to find me and bring me some. Oh my gosh. 15 out of 10 W retro. You need lights on the desk plants. Yeah. I really like the vibe. You can tell I've got like a little bit of it going on of like the walnut, like the dark wood, the like fake plants and the fairy lights. I need more of that. Like a whole just like ivy, walnutty, sparkly fairy light wall. Hello? 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 Bit late now because it took me a while to drink and I go to bed late. Okay. One of the coziest streamers I watch. Let's go. What about real plants? If you have the energy. I think in the future I want real plants, but not like everywhere decorating the house. You know what? I would enjoy a little garden project. A garden with some plants. Maybe some vegetables. I don't know. I think I would enjoy that. Maybe we should get like a bonsai tree or something. Put your LED light on. Why? In what universe would that decrease it, Retro? I feel like that only increases coziness. You could start now with a real plant on your shelf. I could. We should go to the garden center and pick one out. You know what I need to do? I need to book my freaking ADHD assessment. Honestly, it's been like 2 years since I said I was going to, and I still haven't gone around to it. So, there's so much stuff in life which I'm like, dude, I wish I could, like, my room that has needed tidying forever. The pack of clothes that I was given a month ago that I haven't tried on yet. Just like thing after thing after thing. And I'm like, dude, if I was medicated, this would genuinely get done in a day or 2 days. I remember when you bet me that you'd do it. What? No. And I feel like plants falls in that category. I feel like I would love to take care of a plant, but it would just not happen in my current state. I feel like that is locked behind a medicated Zach brain. It is gate-kept until that day. Thank you for the good luck numbers. Appreciate it. Bonsais are low effort and cute. See, I remember when I was younger being like, I want a freaking bonsai tree. And my mom was like, no, those are really hard to take care of. You have to trim them. I don't know what else, but maybe they're just not. But I do like that aesthetic. I do. Your motion sense. Oh, your camera sensitivity might be wrong as well. Those are the two things you have to change when you boot up the game. For like the first time, you have to put your camera sense on high and your motion on very high. I mean, you don't. Some people don't, but they're weird. I think Lucid is weird. Try doing it first thing in the morning. No, I need to be in a flow. Then I usually get flows after midnight. When I wake up in the morning, it takes me every single piece of willpower in my whole entire body to just like get ready for the day, because it's such a large, overwhelming task getting ready. There are so many components. It is so hard. That's really hard. And then by the time I've done all that, I'm like starving hungry, right? So then I go and like I make food and whatever, and coffee, and then I eat my food and coffee, and of course I watch YouTube while I do that, because who doesn't? And then like you get in the YouTube hole, right? You watch YouTube a bit longer than you wanted to, which can kind of... I'm literally the GOAT. Like, how did I do that and not die? And I also didn't have Cappy. That was crazy. And then, you know, so that can take a little while to get out of. And then you got to start like the stuff that you were meant to do that day. And sometimes that takes so long to get started that it's already dinner and then you're streaming and you just never do it. That happens more often than not. Occasionally, like this afternoon, for me, you do get started, which is quite rare. But then like if you don't get into a flow, you get like 2% into the task and you're just sitting there, then it doesn't happen. And, you know, occasionally, it's like rolling a dice. If you land a 6, you get into the flow and you do like the whole task, and then you can chain that into a bunch of other tasks and you have like the most productive day ever. But the other 5 times out of the 6, that doesn't happen, and you just end up not really making any progress. And then nothing really happens, and then it's bedtime, and you're like, okay, well, that was a useless day. That's kind of just every day. So that's why stuff like that doesn't get done, because it's like there's certain stuff which are like, well, that task isn't if I do the stuff that I really need to get done kind of task. But there's like very, very rarely ever a point in my life where I literally have cleared off all of the other tasks, you know? And it's weird how certain stuff falls into that category. Like, I got an alarm clock for my birthday. My birthday was 2 months ago now, and I still haven't gotten it out of the box because for some reason it turned into a thing. There's other stuff I got for my birthday that I got out and set up straight away. No problems. But for some reason the alarm clock has become an issue. And it would take maybe 5 minutes to get it out of the box, set the time, and find the radio station. Maybe 10 minutes, you know? But it's been 2 months. It's right there. I can see it with my eyes. It's in a bag next to my desk, along with other birthday gifts and some Christmas gifts that I never put away. So some things just become really hard, and some things are easy. I don't know, man. It's possible to get involved with a to-do list. Yeah. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Oh, really? I mean, go for it, C-Man. You're just describing ADHD. That's very comforting to hear. But yeah, I basically all that to say, I need to fix that. And then once I fix that, maybe I will feel like, or maybe I'll be able to start doing stuff that I actually kind of want to do with my life. We'll get there. Yeah, I know you said it's impossible. Then it becomes a bigger job as time passes. It's weird, isn't it? Even stuff that aren't jobs, like fun stuff, if you wait too long, it becomes impossible. I get that with video games. If I'm casually playing through a video game, and I've had this all my life, and I've never understood why until like very recently. I've had this issue. Okay, here's an example of this issue. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I quote that as one of my favorite video games ever. Whenever someone asks what my favorite Zelda game is, I say Twilight Princess. In reality, it's probably TOTK, but I say Twilight Princess because I just hold such a special attachment to that game. It just means a lot to me, right? I've never beaten it. I've never beaten Twilight Princess. You know where I got up to? The final dungeon in the game. Standing outside of it. That is, to this day, where my casual Twilight Princess file stands. Is Link standing outside the entrance of the final dungeon in the game. And this has happened with many a game. Many games. But it kind of becomes the best way I can describe it is it becomes a thing. All right? Sitting down and like playing Valorant or doing a Mario Odyssey speedrun isn't a thing to me. It's easy and no, well, it's not even the other stuff is hard. But I can't explain it. But in my brain, it's not a thing. Okay? That's the best way I can describe it. And when I was playing through Twilight Princess, it wasn't a thing. And then I got to the final dungeon, and suddenly, it became a thing. Because before I was just playing through my game, but now, my next play session, I'm going to do the final dungeon, kill the final boss, watch the final cutscenes, roll credits, have a bit of a moment, you know, maybe shed a tear. Suddenly, that final session, that final play session, Twilight Princess, is a thing. And a lot of the time, things start becoming things because, for example, in Twilight Princess's case, because I guess there was emotional attachment to it, I never had any problem with doing any of my previous play sessions of Twilight Princess. But I maybe had a problem with that because I needed to be kind of emotionally prepared, and then it just didn't happen. I've had that with lots of other games where I got to the very final bit and then never beat it. I've had games where I got to the final bit and almost never beat it, but forced myself to. Like Ocarina of Time. I played all of Ocarina of Time in the space of maybe 2 weeks, got to Ganon's castle, and no joke, did the thing. It became a thing. And then I think 2 months later, I was like, what the heck am I doing? Lock in. And I picked it up and beat it, you know? But there was like a big gap there. Happens with almost every casual game. TOTK took me 2 years to beat. It took me 2 years to beat because but that was a different reason for something becoming a thing. So sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. So I said that the first reason something becomes a thing is, I guess, because there's kind of an emotional attachment to it. The second reason that something becomes a thing is because it's been a while, okay? And that was what like happened with TOTK. That's what happens often with books for me. I often read like 5 hours a day, every day for like a week, and then I don't read at all for like a month after that. And it's like goes back and forth like that. And it's because I'm playing TOTK every day, and then I don't play it for a few days because I'm busy. Suddenly, TOTK, playing TOTK or reading that book that I'm really enjoying doing and brings me a lot of enjoyment and relaxation has become a thing. Again, I don't know why. I don't know what it being a thing is. That's just the only way I can describe it. I didn't do it for a few days, and now it's a thing. And every day that passes, it becomes a bigger thing. Bigger and bigger. And then maybe one day you're having like the craziest dopamine day ever. And you can actually make yourself do it. And then you do it and you're like, that was so easy. You pick up the book and you open it and you read it and you're like, that wasn't harder than any other time in my life that I picked up that book and read it. But it also was, because it was a thing. Why was it a thing? I don't know why it was a thing. So that's why I never finish casual games. That's why I have a crazy backlog that's growing that I never get through. That's why I never beat Echoes of Wisdom, because it became a thing. I never beat Paper Mario, it became a thing. I didn't do Deltarune until I forced myself to, because it became a thing, right? Because, like, when I'm sitting down in the evening and I'm like, I want to play a game, I have two options. I play Valorant, which, for whatever reason, isn't a thing. I don't know why, but it isn't. Or I play like a casual game that I've been meaning to play for a while that's been sitting in my Steam library. Like I open Outer Wilds, or something. And that is a thing. So it just doesn't happen. Ow. Yo, Music and VG, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Hope you had a lovely stream. Welcome in. My name is Zach. I'm doing an SMO speedrun right now. Trying to get to Darker Side. I'm doing pretty bad, but we're having a good time, and that is all that matters. Sorry, I need to catch up on chat. Finish on stream one day. That can help, yeah. Some people are that. Sorry, I was looking at chat and I didn't see if that up there actually hit. You love Mario Odyssey? Hell yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy the last 40 minutes or so of this speedrun today. What are we talking about? People wear the same clothes, no decision required, it's just there. Dude, picking an outfit is so hard sometimes. It is such a thing. Is it SMO Val doesn't require much brain power because you don't have to think as much? See, that's the thing, Manatee, no. When I play SMO, maybe you could make an argument because I have so much muscle memory. Hi, Peach. Playing Mario Kart World? Lovely, I love that game. Yeah, maybe you can make an argument with SMO, but Val requires so much thinking, Manatee. Val requires, like, because I only really ever play comp, I don't really just, like, play Val for fun, because what would be the point in that? It requires so much concentration and like mental power. So it's not got to do with that. It's familiar, I guess. It has a familiarity. And I think if I didn't play Val for a while, it would become a thing. I don't know. It's very because I still feel a bit of imposter syndrome talking about ADHD because I'm not diagnosed. The reason I'm not diagnosed is because my undiagnosed ADHD has prevented me from getting a diagnosis. But I still feel imposter because, like, well, I'm technically, I don't know that I have it, right? But I do feel comforted when I talk about this and someone just goes, that is literally the exact symptoms of ADHD, because I haven't really done much research on it. I only really have come to the terms of the fact that I have it because of talking to other people, but I don't actually really know what, like, the symptoms are, or at least I haven't until recently. And, like, this sort of stuff I've been experiencing kind of forever, really. So it's very nice to, like, explain that and somebody be like, no, that's literally exactly ADHD. It's, like, word for word, bar for bar. It's nice. Smoody, so many raids today. What the heck? Thank you for the good luck, Smoody. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope your stream is good. That's, like, my 5th raid. You guys are crazy. Ah! No! No! Gosh damn it! I hit the tree. Can't be asked to revise. Aren't these your GCSEs? That's fair. Hello, little bird. Hello. Sabotage? Yeah, good freaking job. You sabotaged my run that's a 3:15 best possible time. Oh, did Seaman ever give that guess? Rune has a multi-moon. Okay, Seaman, if you're still here. Ray said that multi-moons only count for 1. Rune was my first guess too. And that would work if you counted as 3, but that's not the solution he's looking for. He's thinking 4 individual moons in one stage. That are like there and present. Cloud post moon rock. I don't know. There's Darkside Hint Art, there's the Rumble one, there's the key one, there's one on either side, isn't there? There's like the key one and then the other like platform one. Ray? Does Cloud have 4? Oh, and Peach, that's 5. No, it has Peach, of course. Wait, no, it doesn't have Peach. Yeah, it does have Peach. Does it Peach? Does Cloud have Peach? Wait, is Peach in Cloud? Peach is in Cloud. People thinking I mean scenario. Yeah. I want sleep. Well, there's only 40 minutes of this run left. That's not super unreasonable to go to bed. GCSE start tomorrow? Oh my gosh, best of luck, all my British 16-year-olds out there. Fun fact, I've talked about this on stream before. I never did mine. I was a class of 2020, baby. I was stressing about my GCSEs. Got to March, went home, played Animal Crossing for 3 months straight. And just got predicted grades. And they gave me like way better grades than I was meant to get as well. I got 5 8s and 5 9s. In my mocks, I think I got like 1 8 and 1 9. I really don't know where they came up with those grades from. They gave me a 9 in English Lit after I got a 5 on my mock. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, your school did German? Our schooling did French and Spanish. It's kind of lame. If you do them, how long before would you revise? I started revising for my A levels maybe like a month before. So maybe similar? You want no sleep? I want only Stitch? Yeah, so I'm saying you should stay up until this run's done. I'm gonna hide the splits. They're poopy. They make me feel sadness. Honestly, I didn't know that it stood for that. Wait like 4 days to write with GCSEs because I have a problem. Because there are so many exams, I don't even know what like the procedure is. A-levels, like, it's so easy to structure because there's 3 subjects. I think, what, 5 A-level exams or something? Maybe 4? No. No, 6. I had 6 A-level exams. Because my third subject was a cam tech, and that was like all coursework. We had 1 exam, but it was in like year 12. So yeah, there's nothing to do. Oh my gosh, that was close. 28! Like, that's terrible. Honestly, this is my, you probably shouldn't take this. This is my advice for revision. Just do past papers. Nothing else matters. Just bash out past papers and mark them thoroughly. And just do as many as you can possibly muster for every subject. That's it. occasionally there's stuff to memorize, like formula or whatever, and sure, you can sit and do flashcards or whatever to memorize that if you want, but past papers is the way to do it if you want to do well. Yeah, I didn't do a language at GCSE. I was not a language learning enjoyer for sure. Our school made us do one, like, humanity, being either, for our school, history, geography, French, or Spanish. We had to do one of those four at least, according to their random arbitrary rule. So I did history. But if they didn't ask for that, I genuinely wouldn't have done any of them. Those are like my least favorite types of subjects. A language, yeah, see, a lot of schools did that. And I think a lot of people thought that we had to as well. I seem to remember people being surprised that I didn't do a language. They were like, oh, what languages did you? Like people in my school, and I was like, I didn't do one. And they were kind of surprised by it. But I mean, I ticked what I ticked on my form and they put in the subjects to me, so. Oh, you piece of crap. And then my other three were music, food tech, and computer science, which are all like insanely practical hands-on subjects. Like you can tell that I was like what type of learning type I was from that. Honestly, it's a miracle I didn't figure out all this stuff about ADHD and whatever back then. Like, oh wow, I hate, you know, like my favorite subjects are the ones where like you get to like make stuff and like, you know. I don't like the ones you have to sit and analyze things and write, and I can't concentrate while doing essays. And it's like genuinely one of the most awful things I could possibly experience doing. Karis, you don't know about Remy falling asleep in the middle of an almost speedrun, sitting upright at their desk in like 2? We joke about it all the time. It's so funny. They don't have the clip to hand. They're just like walking around Lake, and then they just like slowly stop moving for like 20 seconds, and then they just start moving again while streaming. Yup. I mean, they don't use face cam or anything, but yeah, they were just walking and then just kind of stopped moving. And then 20 seconds later, just started moving again. It was so funny. Drawing exam is BS. You have to write 3 essays. Oh, it's horrible. English lit, history. Dude, I loved the learning in history. Like when we would like, our teacher would be talking at the front about like some battle that happened. That was like the most like interesting thing ever. But then the moment they had to be like, that's my problem with school history. I know that that's what actual historians have to do, whatever. But like, I am so incredibly interested in all of the learning, and I'm like, wow, this is the coolest thing ever. And then it gets to the exam, and it's like, here is a diary entry from a World War I soldier. Using your knowledge of what happened at the time, please analyze how this shows that friggin', I don't know. It just, I got to that part, and I genuinely couldn't like find any enjoyment in it. All right, sounds good, Karis. See, I feel like a Maple Marathon is very fat to fall asleep, but I don't think I've seen that clip. Tuesday. 9-4-1-2. Oh. I mean, you can go 1-2 anytime. Dude, this is crazy. This moon isn't, wow, this moon really isn't usually considered hard. This is crazy. First try. Well, I didn't do A-level because I hated GCSE so much, like the exam side of it. Can I get something right? Please. One thing. Can I just do it fast? Do it good. Cap, yes. Cap is really close to working C, man. Yeah, I did do, I think it was just the one try, but I did do a maths revision stream one time. What was it? It was like SMO, but every time I bonk or reset or something, I have to answer 5 A-level maths questions. That one was really fun. That was the stream where Ray found me, I think, where Ray found my stream. I'm pretty sure it was just the one. Night Metro is very close. Well, Night Metro would count if Ray wasn't a freaking asshole, because there's 4 moons. There's Gerda Sandwich, Helipad, Tunnel, and regular multi-moon. But Ray's a little stinky man, and he's like, no, that's just a scenario of a stage. It's not a stage in its own. That's just City World stage scenario 1. Freaking party pooper. Painting moon is there? No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. I thought the painting moon was only there in the day scenarios, which is why it's like morning metro when you go there. Is the painting moon there? So like nobody in the history of the world has like collected the painting moon in Night Metro? Wow. I think it should count. Thank you, Night Metro and Dark Owl. Oh my god. Oh, dude, this song is so happy. Bum 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 bum. What is this song from? I freaking love it. Oh! Oh! Boom. Go back to Sand during Night Metro and go through the painting. Ooh. Ah. So you can get it. That's interesting. Okay, well, fine. That's 5 moons. But then, Ray, no, you know what, Ray? I don't like your solution in that case. Because your solution, which I guess I won't spoil, but I'll say this. In the logic of your solution, the multi-moon that you can get in that stage don't count in your solution because they're not spawned in straight away because you have to do something to get the multi-moon. But in Night Metro, it's the same. There are 4 normal moons scattered about, and then if you do something, you get a multi-moon which spawns in as the 5th one. His doesn't use a multi-moon. Exactly. In his, there are 4 moons outside of the multi-moon. You can't get it. Oh. The multi-moon is in a different stage. It's a completely different stage where you get the multi-moon. Really? Oh. It's not just a different scenario of that. Oh. Oh, I see. That is kind of crazy. Why can't I request songs that aren't from games? Because I said so, K-Man. Deal with it. That's the one, Nimbus. That's Ray's silly, dumb... Sorry, that's Ray's solution. Ray, on your document of the questions, have you also been keeping track of like the extra solutions people have come up with? Wait, we hit 4,400 followers today. Wait, holy crap. 4 follows ago. Rolling Robin. You lucky viewer, you are my 4,400th follower. Woo! Okay, let's go. You know what, let me set a follower goal for 4-5. Maybe I can think of something fun to do. You haven't got the solutions on that? You should definitely do that. $398, baby. Perfect. Okay, good to know, right? Well, that's interesting. Oh no! No, I did the thing! I did the thing! I do that so often! What am I doing? Oh, man. It's so easy just to mash A there. It loses like 30. So sad. No, Seaman. It's Hat and Seek, Hint Art, Storage Room, and Darks. Wait. Sorry. Hat and Seek, Hint Art, Storage Room. Wait. No, what is the fourth one? Wait, Bound Bowl S? Wait. Wait. So Bound Bowl S happens in 0000. But Bound Bowl normal happens in 001. Oh. Oh, that's grim. S happens in 000? Alright, sounds good, K-Man. See you later. Sleep well. Bob Ross was just like ASMR before people hadn't like put a coin on ASMR, wasn't it? Yes? Oh. I don't like that. Hi, Toad! I see, Nimbus. But with S, I don't care if you leave, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, because I guess with the normal one, it then, like, warps you back to the Odyssey once you got it and stuff. But with S, it probably just keeps you in that room, right? Is S even another multi-moon, or is it just a normal moon? Because I know the Iceburn is just 2 normal moons, right? Right? It is. Oh, S is just a normal moon. Well, that makes more sense. That's where I'm getting confused. It automatically gives. Oh, like, right. That makes sense. Yeah. Damn, what a crazy question. Bum, bum, bum. Aww. Sometimes he doesn't jump away when he's on that one. I don't really know how it works. Hopefully I don't mold to getting that bunny now, because that is the thing that could happen. Watch this. Boom, baby. Best to ever do it. I'd prefer a link aloof, so I don't have to sit searching it up when I'm trying to do a speedrun. If you don't give a link, I'm just going to be like, mods, could you get a link, please? Because no downtime. That's a rock. Thank you, Aloof. Such a good run. It's so good. I mean, hey, it's up 320 pace. Oh, wait, you're talking about your run. Oh, you're killing it, Retro. Let's go. I'm glad you didn't 3-cycle. I have to get a link, I'll end up getting it wrong. Yeah. I've given up on being an authority on whether something is the only one of something. How many kingdom again? There are 16 like main kingdoms in this game. Yeah, there are 16. In this run, there are 31 splits because we visit like each kingdom twice, apart from Cloud and Ruin, and we visit like 3 times. So yeah, this is how many. There are 5 left, if that's what you're asking, until we're finished. We're almost done. We have 414 moons, and we get 31 moons from Toadette. So we really don't need many more until we just go to Mushroom and get those. I think I have heard this one before. This song. It's very, like, bouncy, I guess. Oh, but then we go halftime. Hell yeah. And we're minor now? This is actually, like, musically a very interesting song. It's a boss fight song for Mario Luigi. Yeah. Are you freaking kidding? It auto-played Seaside music. That is such a freaking joke. Thank you for the song, Cross the Loof. It's very driving. Yeah, I saw it as a Mario and Luigi one. The only, like, Mario and Luigi song that I know by name is in the final DX, or whatever it's called. Which is a banger. There's a clip of me getting Snowdram for, like, one of the first ever times. Where I, like, got it in time with that song, and it was very cool. Bum, ba, da, bum. I don't think I can stay for a whole run. That's okay. It's not like it's a good pace or anything. That is okay. There is, like, pretty much exactly 20 minutes left. Hi, Peach. I don't mind repeating when other people say something is the only time something happens, though. Apparently the notes room in Metroid doesn't have 15 scenarios, it has 12. The notes room has 12 scenarios? Why possibly? I mean, I think for each question, I've kind of thought of it as there's like Ray's solution, but then there are also oftentimes a lot more solutions than that. Ray, maybe you should start sending them to me like in advance of streams, because I feel like it could be fun to like put it in the go live notif or something. Crap! That's really bad. Also, my controller. I literally, before the run today, something that I did something that I literally never do. Oh, you know what? The bird is over here now, isn't it? Hold on. I need to kill myself. I did something which I literally never do, and I checked the charge on my controller because I thought, oh, it's gonna be low, right? And it said that it had like 3/4 left. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. Wait, no, I'm not. Wait, where is... Wait, how... Wait, where is the... Wait, I am going the wrong way. Hold on. Hold on! I need to remember this bird movement. It's through the shop. This is a dark side piece of movement, and I've pretty much never run dark side, so... I don't remember. No, it's away from... It's that way! It's this way. Okay, hold on. Chat, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this piece of movement. Watch this, watch this, watch this. We go left. We go left here. Wait, no we don't. Cappy got stuck on the thing. I don't remember how this movement works. I just stopped going for it. This might work, actually. No! I don't know how to get it. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I just don't know. No! I don't know how to get it. I'm not late. Hi, Monica. Just in time. Oh, gosh. Let me land on the thing. And then do it like that. That's like the baby way. But you can catch it in midair. Kind of, I guess like hyena bird in sand or something. And then like dive back into it. And that's like the fast route in dark. Sleeps in 6 PM. Hey, it's better to have you late than never, Monica. Welcome in. Hope you're feeling good after your nap. Okay, a little bit of time lost there. It's making 320, sub 320 a little on the ropes. Which we don't love to see. We don't love to see, but... Dude, oh my gosh. That nose moon peeves me off. Headache, headache. La, na, na, na. This song is so happy. Bum bum bum, ba da da da, bum bum bum, ba da ba da ba. Oops. Hello. Okay, 319. Gonna be hard, but I think we can do it if we lock in. 30 streak. Oh my gosh, let's go, Monica. Thank you. What a legend. I appreciate it. Dude, this song's a banger too. This is a great playlist. This is a fantastic playlist. I'm greatly enjoying it. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hi, Toad! I'm getting better at my Toad voice. It's coming along, slowly but surely. I'll never be as good as our great Rami the Rat, but maybe one day. No! That's so sad. Guess I didn't delay stuff enough. Oh well. Shimbo. 2 more kingdoms. Luncheon 3, I feel like Luncheon 3 is pretty fun, actually. I feel like I sleep on it a little bit, but it's got some good movement. Snow is kind of bad. Oh dear, Retro. Oh no. Should we last minute revise or play a worm simulator? I think the worm simulator sounds great. Or maybe that can be your reward for doing a little revision. I don't know. I don't think I've gotten a good gold in this split, honestly. I mean, I haven't gotten a good gold of both my splits, so I think this one's kind of especially slow. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I should lock in a bit. I wish I was a worm. I think you'd make a great worm, honestly. You kind of give me wormy vibes. I really hope I didn't kill that Podoboo. I killed the Podoboo. Gosh damn it. That happens way more than I'd like to admit. I just got too close to the edge. Oh well. I think that's probably still faster than taking the cannon. I don't know. I don't know if that strat only saves time because you can recapture the Podoboo so quickly. This game about getting a promotion as an accountant worm. Wait, that's so fun. What's it called? I don't think I've heard of that. That's adorable. An accountant worm trying to get a promotion. I love it. I can figure out some better movement for that. That bit kind of sucks. If I like mash roll boost over there, I feel like I'm just going to fly into the wall and bonk. Oh, please don't step on the middle. Good Mario. What a good little Mario. Worming from home! I love it. That's awesome. You can apply to test play. I see. Worming from home. That's great. I think they should call it worm from home. I think that would make more sense than worming. I don't know why you need the ing. The ing feels weird to me. If I was a worm, I'd enter chat saying thanks for the worm welcome. You can say that anyway. No one's stopping you. Like, pop off, queen. Live your truth. It's a worm in title. Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Might need to play this instead of revise my mocks next month. Dude, screw revision. Everybody should just go play worming from home right now. Like working. Yes, no, I get it, Karis. Oh my gosh. I understand. But work from home. You say work from home more. I feel like you'd be more likely to say I'm work from home tomorrow rather than I'm working from home tomorrow. I know grammatically it doesn't make as much sense, but I think work from home is like a thing. Woof. Look, I'm tired. You can go to bed. You don't gotta stay. Oh, hello. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum. There is quite a lot going on right now musically in my ears. We got like the Yoshi music and then... And no one can stop us now. In the other ear. But we're gonna get there somehow. It's in like a similar key. It might be in the same key, TBH. Dude, I don't know when to dash on this to make it so that you don't dash over notes. I guess you dash going uphill and like don't dash going down. Oops. You can get a workout bench to, bro, how the heck do worms do a bench press? Excuse me? What would that even look like? That was decent, pretty close to gold. A few mistakes. My favorite split, mushroom 2. But really, oh no! No! I knew that would happen, I shouldn't have gone for it. The delay got so bad. I wonder why. I could demonstrate 030 is pretty much... Oh, I could demonstrate. It's pretty much what I do in the gym on push days. Oh, because you're a worm. I guess so. Yeah. That'd be helpful. How to get over nerves. You freaking distract yourself. I don't know. I don't think there is any cure. I think you just gotta do it. Stop. I think that, I mean, not thinking about what you're nervous about in any, like, is as much as you can is definitely the best thing to do. Like, if you realize you're like thinking about it, just stop. Think about something else. And that's why distracting yourself works too. Because at the end of the day, thinking about something more doesn't make it go better. You know? Nothing will be achieved by just thinking more about the thing that you're nervous about, except that you'll get more nervous. Let's just try to quiet down those thoughts. Oh, you talking about like a speed run though? I still think, yeah. Like just try not to concentrate. Don't think about like what's coming up in the run. Just think about each individual moon. Like, look, I'm doing this moon now. Do spin throw, okay. And you do a jump now. Don't think about the fact that Darker Side's coming up and you might fail this skip or whatever. Do it scared. That's crazy good advice. Seek discomfort. Do it scared is like a good line. I like that. Maybe overcompensate. My goat. Ooh. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but doing it regardless of fear. Because it's not brave if you aren't scared in the first place. It's just doing it. It's like, I'm not scared to brush my teeth. That doesn't mean I'm brave when I brush my teeth. If I was scared of brushing my teeth and I still did it, now that would be bravery. I'm very scared of brushing my teeth. Remy, probably. So true. All right, Toadette time, everybody. I gotta stretch my legs. I'm cramping up a bit. How are we all doing? Does anyone have a funny story to tell me? some that happened today or over the weekend is interesting. I can do like a, I can like review it. I can do like a Reddit, am I the asshole type thing. Why does my back hurt? Hello, Adlergoat. It's actually good to like kind of stretch it forwards like that. I need like, I don't know what I need. I could tell you how it's hilarious that I didn't eat dinner for the past week or so because I kept falling asleep at terrible times. I mean, you don't have to eat at like dinner. Oh, I forgot to plug in my controller. You don't have to eat like at dinner time, you know? If you're asleep at weird times, just eat. You can still eat 3 times a day when you're awake. Doesn't matter. Have your dinner at like 8 AM if you want to. Like, who cares? My meals, I pretty much eat a meal at like 1 or 2 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m., and then like maybe 11 p.m. And that's when I have my 3 meals in a day. My dinner is basically my lunch, technically. And like all 3 of those are like proper meals. The guy sat next to me on the plane today turned my way at the end of the flight and said, "I'm ready for bed," and I sort of laughed and started to think of a reply before I realized he was talking to someone in the row in front, and I just hugged my head. Oh no. But you could have recovered it. You could have then come up with a reply and joined in. You know, once you realize that, if you had the reply in your head, you could have gone like, "Aha, yeah, me too, buddy," or whatever you were gonna say. Ain't cool enough to recover it. You could have recovered it. That's a fumble. That's what they call a fumble these days. I also ran for a bus with a suitcase, so Aura was lost. Oh damn. The question is, were you like carrying the suitcase or were you wheeling it as you were running? The former is not aura loss. That might even be aura gain, but the latter is definitely aura loss. You're late for the bus, you frickin' put down the like carry thing, pick it up by the side and run like that. As I was hanging my head on the plane, I thought to myself, embarrassment is a choice. Oh my gosh, that's fire! That's fire! That was sick! Whatever you just said was sick. That was cool. You're wheeling it? Okay, that is aura loss, yeah. Embarrassment is a choice. What? We're dropping bars today. Do it scared. Embarrassment is a choice. Like what, brother? We should start a podcast. We should start like a self-help podcast. On my way home from Gamescom last year, I was on a train sitting next to a bunch of very obvious queer people. They talked about uni, and one of them said something made me giggle, and they smiled at me. Aww. I do like when like I'm talking to someone in public and I say like a joke and then somebody else like smiles or laughs at that joke. I think that's such like a wholesome like human experience, you know? Embarrassment as a choice is peak. Yeah. There was a guy in Spoons yesterday, like, loudly explaining his favorite sex position to one of his mates with hand demonstrations. I was like facing towards him and Jam was facing away and we both heard him and just burst out laughing. But James couldn't see that. I mean, the hand, it was just like, he was just like, so like she's here and I'm here, like type of thing. I don't remember exactly what he said, but that was crazy. Oh, he was like such a strong Geordie as well. Sounds like concerts I wear black lipstick. Now I have no idea if I can rock black lipstick, but I sure as hell ain't gonna find out by not trying. Yep. Exactly. Give it a go. Embarrassment is a choice. Dude. Sorry, I'm thinking about that one. Like, you know, you wanna like you wanna dance to your music in public, and you're like, nah, I can't do that. Because that would be embarrassing. Crap on a mat! What is going on? No. Embarrassment is a choice. Crap, boy, don't worry about it. No, mat with two T's. Crap on mat. Poor guy. Totally vibing to whatever she's listening to on headphones. It was so wholesome. Hell yeah. It's like, I feel embarrassed about those sorts of things, but then I think, like, whenever I see people in public doing those sorts of things, it makes me happier. Like, you're scared to, like, dance at a concert or whatever, but, like, you look and you see someone dancing a little harder way while everyone else is standing still, and you look at them and you go, like, it's like, wow, that's so cool. You could be that person. You know? Maybe you doing the embarrassing thing brings a little light to someone else's life that day. Do you not want to do that? Hey, so I don't really want to do that. Matt likes it. It's a thing of his. It's weird, but we just accept it. Who thinks other looks lame or dumb, the world keeps spinning, and well, that just means they have hate in their heart. And that's their problem to sort out, not yours. Except running for a bus with a suitcase wheeling it, I don't know if that one's so recoverable, I'm gonna be honest. Days for a 4 or 5-year-old girl at work, say 6'7", in the way a 4 or 5-year-old girl that doesn't speak English that's 6'7", and then have her dad move her hands for her. That's so sweet. Well, I'm pretty sure we still sub 320 despite messing up outside and messing up that Podoboo section. It's hard to say. I don't think it lost 26 though. Maybe it did. Maybe the Podoboo thing did just lose like 20. Guess we'll find out. Maybe that big green number doesn't matter. It's going to be a big blue number once we're done here, alright? You have to be kidding. I didn't vector, so I didn't make it up. Oh my gosh, that worked. Okay. Shubily. Alright, that's fine. Big blue number. Cool. Barely. Barely, but we did it. We freaking did it. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a cozy time. It is quite late because I started late. My apologies. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for GG's, everybody. Pretty crappy run. But maybe next stream we save 10 minutes on that. I'm probably not going to be live tomorrow. Good chance I'm not, because I'm going to... If I do, I'll be starting late. So maybe it's like an alt stream kind of day tomorrow. But I probably am going to be live on Thursday running the 2P online Ocarina of Time randomizer with Nakni. So that'll be a good one. Next Dark stream, I don't know. Maybe Friday. Or I do Deltarune. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Nicro Vita's live. He's playing Smash Melee? He's been playing for 5 hours? Let's read freaking Nicro. This, like, why not? I don't really play Melee, but this sounds like a fun time. Go say hi to Nicro. And I will see you guys in a couple days. Good night, my man. Good night, my woman. That just makes you sound like my wife. Why does it work that way around? I don't know. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.